All right, everybody, let's do this thing. One of the best rivalries in college football about to get underway in Jacksonville for the final time in Jacksonville before the renovations to the stadium take place. The game will not be in Jacksonville the next 2 years due to Everbank Stadium getting renovated. It's one of the best neutral site games out there. Georgia in the whites, Florida in the blues, kicking off here. And let's do this thing. Georgia getting to start. 73% of you round with the dogs to win this one. Let's do this thing. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. The kickoff underway out in Jacksonville. Kickoff will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the dogs will take over at the 25-yard line for Gunner Stockton Company. Again, if you've never been one of these streams before, how it works is like this. Fire one in the chat, any questions you would have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see them. A lot of you rhyme with Georgia to win this one. We got a lot of people in the chat right now, which is awesome. Appreciate you guys a ton. We have emojis in the chat. If you're a member, you can get a lot of perks for being a member for the low price of $5 a month. But one of the perks you get is emojis. And you can use the emojis to support whether you are a Georgia fan or a Florida fan for this one. I'll spin the wheel at the next commercial break. I do this thing with karaoke. We'll do that later on. Two at the top, one at the bottom. Georgia, first play, hands off, up the gut, and that's going to get down to the 27-yard line for Nate Frazier, the sophomore back. Last time out, Georgia, very good offensively against Ole Miss. Frazier, leading rusher on the team that game, 72 yards. Yeah, Georgia favor 7.5. Well, you remember, too, there is an interim boost. There is a new coach for Florida, no Napier. Billy Gonzalez, the interim coach, while Florida tries to figure out who will be leading the team in 2026 and beyond. Three at the top, one at the bottom, back to his right. Stockton takes the snap. Gonna hand it off up the gut, and this one gonna get a gain of 1. That's it. Nothing doing there. Brought down at the 28-yard line. Dwight Phillips stuffed. Phillips, no carries last game. Phillips, 19 carries for 142 yards this season. We'll get 1 that time. And Miami has to be on an OT? Yeah, that's a good one. If Miami loses, they're done. 2 lost Miami in the regular season's not getting in. 3rd and 7. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Stockton takes the snap. He's looking. Going on the L route. That's caught the 40-yard line and falls out of bounds. Dylan Bell. There's a coverage breakdown there. Wide open was Bell. And nice play by Stockton, finding the throw over the hands of George Gums. You had 1 defender covering 2 players, and that was always going to be a completion. Might have been Blackster, actually, number 88, not 86. My apologies on that. Play action here. Stockton looking for a deep shot. He's got time. Now pressured, and he will be brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Taken down by Gums. Georgia, number 5 in the nation. Their 1 loss was against Alabama. How's it going, Hip Clip? Navy, North Texas. North Texas won by 14. Kids started out last night. Yeah, Halloween was crazy for a lot of people last night. Georgia's won 3 straight games, coming off that 8-point comeback win against Ole Miss. Great coverage down the field there by Florida. Nothing open deep. They were going to try to take a shot. Good coverage there. Florida showing 6 in the box. Stockton going to throw. Stepping up, avoids the sack. Now fires deep down the field. That's pass interference. Yeah, that's an easy call. That is easy, PI. Looking for Cash Jones. And there was an immediate shove on that one. Florida's interim coach, it's Billy Gonzalez. So ball will be at the 45-yard line as a result. 15 yards penalty. Stockton had time to throw as Gums was coming off the edge. As Jones was turning around for the football. Miles Graham just decked him. Easy PI call, and Georgia on their first drive already in plus territory. Stockton. Play action. Pressured. Has to escape the sack. Does for the moment. Stockton fires in the flat. That's caught first down the 35 and down to the 31-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play. As the grab is made by Ellis Williams, the true freshman tight end. Do you call myself legally tired? I think a lot of people are feeling that way. Georgia riding a 4-game winning streak in this series. It's been all Georgia in this series. They've won 7 of the last 8. They're off to a good start here. Titania with a tenner. Husky, love Huskies. You grew up dreaming of being a Washington Husky. Must rep all Huskies. I love it. Drag route that's caught by his tight end to the 20. First down, Delp to the 15 and steps out of bounds right around the 11-yard line. Gain of 19 and a first. Appreciate you a ton, Titania, as always. Grew up dreaming of being a Husky. Now, we all have different dreams growing up. It's not a bad dream. It's not a bad dream to have. I get why you're tired. You work like a madman. Counts as triple. Toward you make the call. So ball at the 11. Good start here for Georgia. Stockton perfect to start this game. Two at the top of the screen. Hand him up the gut. Goes to Frazier. And Frazier gets down to the 8-yard line. Gain of 3. Gums on the stop. Make it 2nd and 7. Back to wearing red versus in blue jerseys. I like that, yeah. I think they should. The white works better on Georgia than it does on Florida, but they should go back to that. 2nd and 7. Great start here for the Dogs. 4 minutes off the clock so far. Two at the top, one at the bottom. Delp in motion as a blocker. Stockton. Play action. Slam pass. Wide open. Caught. Touchdown. Dylan Bell. DB with the TD. And Georgia. An early lead on the opening drive. That was way too easy. Stockton perfect on the drive. And Dylan Bell, who had 2 catches for 57 yards the last time out, gets his first receiving touchdown of the season. Played too deep on that one on the slant. They waited to see Devin Moore just backpedaling, and there was so much separation. Tonight's score and MVP. I'm going... Oh, SMU just got the pick. Oh, boy. Man. I'm going Jays 4-3. Vlad wins MVP. Extra point is good. And Georgia up 7-0. Marching right down the field. The first drive by Billy Gonzalez's club in his first game as coach, replacing Billy Napier. We got some extracurriculars on the field as well, and the referees have to break it up. There's going to be a lot of that today, I figure. How's it going, Molly? I appreciate tuning in. NFL fan? Oh, yeah, you know it. You know I'm an NFL fan. You know it. NFL's the best. I've been an NFL fan my whole life. You know it. 7-0 your score. Dodgers 6-2, Ohtani MVP. I mean, if Ohtani plays well tonight, he's the MVP. A third defense. Carson Beck's favorite play. There you go. I think there's only 3 options for MVP. Vlad, Ohtani, and Yamamoto. I think at this point, those are the only options. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel to try to grow this community even more. What's the team? Jaguars. Die-hard Jaguars fan. Been a fan since 2005. Die-hard Jaguars fan. Chiefs straight for Breece Hall. You know, now Pacheco injured. I'm going to say fact. I'm going to say fact on that one. So we're doing Game 7? Yes, we're doing Game 7 tonight. Right, walk-off homer would change the equation. Barger could if he gets a walk-off homer. But I think again, Barger was picked off at second. It's in Game 6. If he wasn't picked off, that's a whole different story. I think after how Game 6 ended, I'm not sure he gets the MVP, no matter what he does tonight. The 7-0. Now we'll see what DJ Lagway can do. The sophomore quarterback for Florida has not taken the jump that a lot of people expected. Was one of the Heisman favorites entering the season. Yeah, I'm a Texans fan. 100% a Texans fan. Trust me, bro, on that one. Has not taken the jump a lot of people expected. A touchdown reception ratio of 1-to-1. 9 touchdowns, 9 picks. 280 yards last week against Mississippi State. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that game. Yeah, SMU just needs any score, and they got it. Yeah, Miami's not making the playoff. 2-loss Miami is out. You could get away with 2 losses if the 1 loss was in the regular season. I mean, 1 loss regular season, 1 loss common championship, but a 2-loss Miami in the regular season? No, they're not in. They're going to fall. Miami Mario does it again. SMU just running that ball. They get closer and closer. Got MVP mostly because that one-hand extras. Anyone that comes to a bit MVP if they have that hit instead. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But Zimmerson costs the Cubs a game the way that Barger did. Like, Barger, if he runs better, he doesn't get picked off at second on a play that he was never going to score on anyways. So I don't even know why he had that aggressive start. If he doesn't get picked off at second, they might have it. Tech has won the ACC. Not necessarily. I mean, Virginia's playing well this year. Luigi Crispo. Wario would do it. Wario could do it. Handoff. 5. First down, SMU. They're down at the 1. Oh, boy. They're at the 1-yard line. Florida, what can they do on their first drive? Georgia, last week against Ole Miss. First 3 quarters, Ole Miss scored every time. Fourth quarter, they shut down Chambliss and company. Kickoff here. And he slips on the kickoff. So he fielded on a hop, and it actually worked out better for Georgia. Supposed to be at the 20-yard line. He slipped and then fell down. The Florida player fell down to recover that ball. And because you're marked down at the spot, can't get back up. It's actually better than a touchback. Touchdown SMU, game over. SMU ends Miami's playoff hopes. Unbelievable. I did call it. I did call that one. So let's see what lag we can do. Drive number 1. It's thrown to the fire last year against Georgia. I know you run into that spot. 1 top, 2 to the bottom. Lagway. They're going to send 5. Slam pass. That's caught the 30 and brought down the 33. Gain of 13 on the play. Catch made by Eugene Wilson. So a good start there for the Gator offense. Wilson, no catches last week. Wilson this season, 5th leading receiver on the team in terms of receiving yards. 118 entering this game. The Virginia fan of the close one thing can't last forever. No, it cannot. The UNC game was rough. Hand off to the side, and that's going to get about 3 down to the 36-yard line. Goes Jaden Ball, the true sophomore back. Only player on Florida this year with over 100 yards rushing. Jaden Ball averaging over 5 yards a carry this season. But as a team, Florida averaging just 4.1 yards a carry. Shows you how good Ball is compared to the rest of the team. Last time out against Mississippi State, Ball, in that win, 150 yards, 6.5 yards per carry. Lagway fakes the bubble screen. Now just checks it down on the second screen. That's going nowhere. Loss of 1. He had the bubble screen, it looked like. But it's going to be 3rd and 7 as a result. Loss of 1, broken up on the play by Raylan Wilson. SMU should be ranked. Fiction. So you have an injured Georgia player, meanwhile. That's Jordan Hall, the redshirt sophomore nose tackle, who is down. Had the broadcast where I narrate the plays like predicting the future. I love that. I love predicting the future like that. So injured Georgia player, 9:39 to go in the first. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. We have about 250 in the chat right now. You guys are insane. And again, make sure you like and subscribe if you're not done so already. Helps the channel a ton. Yeah, we get an extra hour tonight. I also do this thing every Thursday night called Live Band Karaoke. $50. I'll sing any song you want me to with a live band. I'll post it on Twitter. I've done just about anything. Everything goes at this point. Anything goes at this point. Any song you want, no questions asked. I'll do it. $25. There's one song that is half off. Watching this since Disney and Google won't grill the beef and eat it. Yeah. Problem is that right now Disney's got all the leverage because they have their own standalone app and they know that people will cancel YouTube TV for sports. I think they'll get it done by Monday. Usually once NFL games get involved, that's the issue. Let's spin this wheel. What song is half off for this stream and this stream only? For Live Band Karaoke, it is going to be 3 losses, a lot of losses at this stage for top 25. Bust a Move by Young MC. Whew. All right. Want to hear me get my rap on? Late 80s rap. A tale for all the fellas. $25. Bust a Move by Young MC is the song that is half off. Yeah, 3 losses is a fair amount. Miami's done. Yeah, Miami's not making the playoff. Unless they win the ACC, but I don't think they're going to at this stage. Miami is donezo. 3rd and 7 for the Gators of the 35. When we get back, again, injured player Jordan Hall. That's the stoppage right now. Houston season over. Lost to West Virginia. Unless they win the Big 12, yeah. to eclipse 2016 Game 7, it'd be very hard. I would think a walk-off could do it. Because that didn't end in a walk-off. I could see a walk-off would probably be enough to do it. Depending on the quality of the walk-off. Like a walk-off home run. Like if it's down by 1, 2 out, runner on second, and you hit a 2-run shot, that could do it. Mario has to be gone. Oh, I don't think he's going to be gone. I think he's going to stay another year. Yeah, Mercedes Lewis being elevated. 41 years young. Elevated to the active roster for the Broncos. Also, Traylon Burks elevated by the Commanders. So he'll play in the primetime game. The Hurling, I think it's to say, yeah, they're probably toast. Unless the conferences cannibalize each other. NBA this year, I'm not sure. You like a Joe Carter thing, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing a lot of NBA this year. We'll see. I mean, we have the Hundo Jack, so $100 I'll do anything you want me to. We do have the Hundo Jack in place, but we're going to be doing a lot of college basketball. NBA will probably all do some, but I'm not sure how much. Former Jaguar Mercedes Lewis. Love that, man. Crazy was with us for a decade, and he still played like another decade after that. Like I said, he has not been with the Jaguars since the end of the 2017 season. And yet here he is like a decade later. Ooh, Macedonia in the board game? Ooh, that's rough. Well, you got a deal done? Oh, they're never going to never watch ESPN again. No, look at a deal done. This always happens. But Disney's got the leverage. YouTube TV's going to have to pay up. Right? There's no 108-year curse. Like, it's going to be tough to eclipse it. Game 7 of 2016 is one of the best games of all time. It's going to be very hard to top it. 3rd and 8 after the injury timeout. We're back underway in Jacksonville. One of the top 3 of the bomb back to his right. They're going to send 4. Lagway. Second read not there. Checks it down to his back. Looking for the first down ball. He's going to be a yard shy. How aggressive does Billy Gonzalez want to be? Hear Mariah Carey singing. Yes, she's defrosting. Gain of 7. Interim coach. Do you go here? And they are going to punt the ball away. Billy Gonzalez, interim coach. They need half a yard for the first year midfield. They're going to punt it back to Georgia. Field at the 15-yard line, fair catch. Made by Branch. 43-yard punt. How's it going, Miles? Appreciate you tuning in. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, too. First down for the Dogs. Bit surprised I didn't go for it there. Actually, very surprised. Interim coach. Make your mark. Not going to do it. Jaguars turn for 1 game. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, does he make YouTube viewers racist fight? A fair amount. It's going to be a fair amount. Because, again, YouTube has no leverage here. Disney's got all the leverage. Because they got their own standalone app. And they know people watch live TV for sports at this point. To the top, one the bomb back to his left. First drive for Georgia March right down the field for a touchdown. Stockton, QB draw. And he is going to get back to the line, but that is it. Sharif Denson on the stop. You want my autograph? I mean, you can, technically speaking. Mexico 21-14. Ooh. Bit surprised by that. Bit surprised by New Mexico leading UNLV. Second down. Stockton, perfect on the last drive. Did not miss a single throw. One the top, one the bottom. 2 in the backfield. Fake the give to Blackshear. I'll throw it out to Jones. Cash Jones, nothing doing. Maybe 2 yards on the play of the 17-yard line. 3rd and 8. Again, Florida got the stop last drive. First 2 plays went nowhere. Then it was 3rd down, and Georgia got the first on the out route. Same thing here. First 2 plays, not a whole lot. 3rd down is where they made their mark. Replace Houston top 25. North Texas is a shot. I think Iowa could. Grizzly Trey Morant fiction. I'm going to say fiction on that one. Yeah, I think Iowa could replace him. We get some movement here. False start. Back it up 5 yards. Again, Florida's different. I've done Florida games before. And the Jaguars are holding for an animal. I can do Florida games, so it's not an issue. Miami, oh, probably like 19, 18, somewhere around there. You know, I made the call to do this one. Oh, now it's 21. Wow. Boise and San Diego State, it looks like that. Well, UNLV just made 21 all, so maybe not. Third down. Screen pass caught behind the line and will break 2 tackles, but nowhere close to the sticks. Brought down at the original line of scrimmage where the drive start at the 15-yard line. So decision by Florida to punt. Seems to be a pretty good one. It's a quick 3 and out. Florida defense makes a stand. I made the call to do this one. There was no you make the call on this one. I was like, we're doing this. We're doing Florida, Georgia. Yeah, Miami probably like 8 or 9 spots. Miami coming ranked? No, they're not going to be coming ranked. There's no way 2-loss Miami's going to be unranked, but 18, 19, somewhere around there, I think that's what's going to happen. We'll do rankings later on. The punt here by Thorson, and that's a shank. That is an absolute shank, and Florida's going to get this one with very good field position. Probably somewhere around the 40-yard line. But a 25-yard punt. It could be worse, too. So it didn't show where the referee was moving, but that went out at least at the 40. Tom Schreiber as the GM. Can't be worse than Greer. We have 360 watching right now. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Doing a live play and color commentary on the game. And again, if you are a member, we have emojis in the chat. You can show us for either one of these teams, whether you're a Georgia fan or a Florida fan. First, we fired McDaniel. I would have fired him a long time ago. This season wouldn't have happened. I would have fired Greer and McDaniel before the season started. But you want to go to 9th? They could. Yeah, ball at exactly the 40. 25-yard punt. Lagway, they're only sending 3. Steps up, avoids the pressure, fires on the run. Deep, open, caught, tie game. Touchdown. Takes Florida 1 play to find the end zone. Eugene Wilson. Nice job by Lagway, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Gators an extra point away from tying this thing up. What a throw by Lagway. That's how you take advantage of the shank. 1 play, 40 yards. Lagway's 10th of the season for Wilson. His 3rd receiving touchdown. Tied with the other Wilson, Dallas Wilson, for the most on the team this year. Georgia Tech top 5? No. Not yet. They have to win tonight. That's going to be tough to win tonight. Extra point, and we are all knotted up at 7. That'd be a terrible idea, Gamana. That'd be a terrible idea. 7 all your score. And that's just a post pattern. Able to get behind KJ Bolden, the sophomore safety. And the Gators tie the ball game. Indiana driving right now. 6:29 to go in the first quarter. It's been a fun one so far. Very early on down in Jacksonville. Again, the next 2 years, the game will not be in Jacksonville. Atlanta and Tampa. Who have tomorrow? I have Houston. I like that defense a lot. I want Denver to win, but I like Houston's defense a lot. Otulos, Georgia gets in. Puts Miami in the top 10. Vanderbilt also lost. So, puts Miami in the top 10. I would say, because Vandy's going to drop. BYU is going to replace Vandy. Texas Tech could. Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame could. 2-loss Notre Dame could. Better logic than most coaches. I'd be very good in terms of knowing like when to call timeout and whatnot. Just like common sense stuff. Nobody covered me. Yeah, easy touch of his career. Yeah, got behind Bolden. Bolden just did not follow him. Mendoza, cute. There was like no one on Maryland in the second level. I mean, he could have run for like 90 on that one. Mendoza gives Indiana the lead over on CBS. Yeah, I think Notre Dame and BYU. Well, BYU was tied, or Miami was tied for 10, so technically, like, it was like a co-tie for 10. So we'll just say Notre Dame. Is Smith's best division football this year? I mean, the Raiders hold it back, but other than that, yeah, I'd say so. AFC West is up there too, but I would say AFC West is number 1. Houston dropping out? Yep, they are. Yeah, you go from 0-2 to top 10. Yep. And they deserve it. You know, their 2 losses were against 2 really good teams, like the last second. They've been dominant ever since. A 7-all your score. A great start for the Gators. They forced the 3 and out. A great bounce back, I should say. Forced the 3 and out. Then 1 play later. Fresno beats Boise today. San Diego State's the favorite at that point. San Diego State's the favorite for the Mountain West. Indianapolis 7-3. Meanwhile. Again, the next 2 years, this game will be at a neutral site, but it will not be in Jacksonville. Because of renovations to the same next year, the Jaguars Stadium is going to hold about 40,000. So the Jaguars will play half capacity, and then the following year they're going to play probably in Orlando, as they'll do the other side of the stadium. Yeah, 1 on a dumb decision, yes. And if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Conduct detrimental to the team. He was suspended by the team, not the NBA. He criticized his coaching staff. Yeah, he's a head case. Am I coming to Atlanta next year for Georgia, Florida? No, I wouldn't do it in Jacksonville. Now, what's first? He'll get in. It's gonna be tough. I think American winner is gonna get in. The kickoff here. So we're back underway down in Duval into the end zone for a touchback ball to 25. I've never been to a Florida Georgia game. Testing all for everyone on Switch. Wow. Just a great play by Lagway on that last touchdown. Baiting Bolden with the eyes. So Lagway, when he tries to take off and run, Bolden bites. As does another corner who comes up. So they have no help behind, and Wilson, good job making the grab, keeping the feet in bounds too. JMU gets in, Memphis slips. Yeah, I think JMU would be the favorite to get in. I think we're talking teams to get in. If it's not American, I think JMU. I think North Texas is going to get in. One-loss Memphis. I mean, one-loss Memphis, if they win the American, yes, they do. Stockton, slam pass, tip to the line, incomplete. Momentum on the Gators side right now, broken up by Cameron James. Brings up second down. One-loss American team gets in. 2 losses where it gets a bit dicey. I would say that. 2nd and 10. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, back to his left. Well, that was just a bad call by the ump. Yeah, that was a horrible call, that Pirates-Braves game. Screen pass here, caught by Branch. Branch looking for some blocker, juke move, and we'll get about 3, maybe 4. We're saying that by Javari Flowers, the true freshman. Yeah, the first 2 plays of the drive, nothing doing. Top 20 again with the win? Probably not. They would be very hesitant to rank Memphis high. 3rd down. First drive, Georgia got their first 3rd down and marched right down the field. 2nd drive went 3 and out. 3rd drive, after just 4 yards the first 2 plays. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're setting 4. Stockton, middle of the field. Dropped and then intercepted. It was dropped, and then Florida comes up with a pick at the 38-yard line. Devin Moore. The Gators take over. Yeah, North Texas unranked. Looked like an easy first down there. I think that was Humphreys. Out of his hands. Can't blame Stockton on that one. Just his 2nd pick of the season, but obviously not his fault. Right in his hands, and Florida starting their next drive. Back-to-back drives starting in plus territory. Wasn't Humphreys. My apologies. That was... Who was that? It was Thomas. Noah Thomas, number 5. That was Noah Thomas. Only has 4 catches this season. A chance for his 5th. UNT with 1 loss? Probably not. No American team is getting ranked. No American team is going to be ranked. Like inside the top 20. The Gators take over. Florida defense, after the first drive, has come to play. They get the ball at the 38-yard line. As Moore gets the interception. To the top, 1 the bottom. Play action, Lagway, they're sending 5. Goes middle of the field, open, caught, 20, 15, 10. Eugene Wilson. They have no answers for Eugene today. They went to him last drive for the touchdown. He's got 3 catches today. It's a gain of 28. And Florida in business right now. That crosser over the middle. Lagway looking sharp. Brought down by Ja'Cory Thomas. 2 at the top, back to his left. Oh, I think there's a chance American gets top 25, yeah. Hand off up the middle to Baugh, and he will get down to the 7. Gain of 3. 2 3 loss stores to make it. 2 loss does, yes. 3 loss, I don't know. Probably not. 3 loss Georgia, probably not making it. I mean, Memphis is in the top 25 now, so they're going to stay in the top 25. That's not going to be the issue. To the top of the screen, back to his left. Lagway keeps himself on the option. Can't break the tackle. He was in if it wasn't for a shoestring tackle there. A nice play by Georgia. That's C.J. Allen, the linebacker, on the stop. Brings up 3rd and goal. Can the Gators capitalize off the good field position? A great tackle down low. Got the block to get to the outside and bounce there from Hayden Hansen. I don't know what the tiebreakers are in the ACC. It's nuts right now. Everyone's just cannibalizing each other. 3rd and goal. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. 2 at the bottom. Lagway, they're sending 5. Lagway, pocket collapses, and he will get sacked. Actually gets back to the line. That makes it an interesting decision. Raylan Wilson on the stop. Georgia defense bends, but does not break with a short field. And will they send Smack out for the field goal, or is Gonzalez going to be aggressive and go for it inside the 5-yard line? Ball's coming off the field. It looks like they are, and Lagway's coming off. They're going to kick the field goal. So Florida going to try to make a 10 unanswered. Can take full advantage of the interception off the drop by Noah Thomas, but Trey Smack going to try to smack that through the uprights. The kick here. Perfect. They kick the field goal. It's good, and Florida leads for the first time today. 2 drives starting in plus territory. They get 10 off of it. The Gators trying to get back to 500. It's been a rough season for Florida in a lot of ways. Obviously, it's not gone the way a lot of people expected. Not for Lagway, not for Napier, who's obviously unemployed at this point. Georgia, if they lose today against Georgia Tech, probably like 14. The end zone St. Gator Bowl. I remember, yeah. Those were the days. Stadium looked a lot different back then. Still the same structure, but it looked a lot different, especially in the end zones. No giant video board like that. 10-7 your score. Again, Florida has not won this game since 2020. Lost 7 of the last 8 against Georgia. Sacred Heart on FBS? I would be surprised. I have not heard anything about that. Unless you know more than I do. I've not heard anything about Sacred Heart going FBS. Kickoff here. And it will be fielded this time at the 5-yard line. No touchback like the last few kicks. And it's going to be returned to the 20. It's about 14. Stockton last drive ended with his 2nd interception of the season. Can't blame him for that one off the hands of Noah Thomas. Georgia first drive marched down the field with ease. No first downs their last 2 drives. About 4 yards of offense. Wait, they are? Wait. No, they're joining the CAA. They're joining the Colonial. They changed conferences, but they're still Navy lost. Yep, Navy lost. Army won though. Gain of 5 on the run, 2nd and 5. Yeah, Sacred Heart joined the CAA. That's what it is. They switched conferences to a different conference in FCS. The handoff to the side, that'll be a first down, gain of 6. They would also probably confuse you that they're going to be in the MAAC for other sports. And you probably throw the whistle back. Yeah, I said NKC about 14. About 14. So gain of 6 on the run. First down for Georgia since the opening drive. It's like, I don't think Sacred Hearts has the resources to go FBS just yet. Being the Navy keeping positive about Army winning? Oh, yeah. Air Force lost, though. I mean, Air Force lost. You could do that, at least. Well, that's something. One at the top, one at the bottom is Humphreys. 3 straight runs to start this drive to the 35, down to the 38. Frazier called a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Florida last time out against Mississippi State did a very good job stopping the run. 3.3 yards per carry for the Bulldogs. No runs at 20 plus. Georgia 221 yards rushing against Ole Miss. Last game. Both teams coming off a bye week. They're going to go with a reverse. It's Humphreys. Looking for some space. Cuts upfield, and that's a first down. Beautiful play design there, and good job sticking a foot on the ground. Cutting upfield. It was read initially pretty well by Florida. Jordan Castell read it. Forced him to stick the foot on the ground, but Humphreys recognized what Castell was doing. Began to overrun it. That's a first down. 2-loss Iowa make the playoff. 2-loss Iowa probably does, yes. 2-loss Iowa has a pretty good case. One at the top, one at the bottom. Back to his right. Motioning down to the bottom of the screen goes Bell. Screen pass to Bell. Got the touchdown earlier, and he'll get down to the 50 here. Gain of 7. And we'll see if they take it to the end of the quarter. They can. There's a 13-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. They can take it down if they want. See if they do that here. Georgia staying ahead of schedule on this drive. They will call a play. They'll fake the toss to Frazier. Stockton escapes the sack. Pump fake. And he will get back to the line. Dives. And they're going to say was actually stepped out of bounds a yard behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 4 at the 49-yard line when we get back. Good start for the Gators. And yeah, if they're undefeated, they're number 2 right now. Yeah, if they finish undefeated, they're going to be number 1. Because then they would have been Ohio State in the conference championship. If Indiana goes undefeated, they're the number 1 team in the country. Like, there's no debate. At this point, now that Navy is out, like Navy is undefeated, any team that finishes the regular season undefeated will be top 4 by the end. Every team, A&M, Georgia Tech. I mean, if you're undefeated going into the playoff, you will be top 4. San Jose plays at 6:2, play at 6:30. What you gonna do? Watch my house? Decisions. Watch one on the TV, one on the computer. You could do that. And he actually won right now. Ohio State hasn't done anything. Their defense. What do you mean they haven't done anything? Their defense is stacked. Ohio State's been blowing out people. Their defense is insane. Yeah, they've done some stuff, all right. They've shut out 2 opponents. They have as many shutouts as games where they allow 10-plus points. They're averaging 6.8 points per game. Opposed to Jags playing Bucks, Fins, or Orlando? Yep, I am. Yeah, but for you, it's convenient. Yeah, I get that for you. And Ohio State will be an amazing game. Oh, I think it will be. That's going to be great. Ohio State's played nobody. They played Illinois. They were ranked. They played Texas. I mean, you can only beat who's in front of you. They played Washington on the road. It's not an easy play to do. It's not an easy one to do. They're allowing under 7 points a game. Like, this is a historically good defense we're looking at here. Ohio State deserves to be number 1 until proven otherwise. Satan's playing at a Heisman level right now. They're clicking offensively, defensively. I mean, that defense is just nuts. It's just nuts. Yeah, appreciate all you tuning in. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe. Again, the song for Half Over Karaoke is Bust a Move by Young MC. Oh, big game by Indiana. Oh, here he could go. 30, 25, 20 in the red zone, 15 and down at the 11. Wow. Ohio State in the FS championship. Yeah, we're doing all the conference championships. Yeah, we'll be streaming that one. We'll definitely be doing that one. No debate about that. We're definitely doing that game. Right, Illinois, I'm not crazy about Illinois, but they were ranked at the time. Washington's the best opponent. Texas, I mean, they just beat Vanderbilt. Texas top 25, they just beat Vanderbilt. Right, no, Illinois never deserved to get ranked. I'm with you there. I'm with you on that one. I agree 100% on that one, actually. I agree 100,000%. Illinois is not a good team. After that game against Indiana, they never should have been ranked. Surprised that they won even call. Yeah, we had Titania flip the vote from worst to first. Titania was funny. Titania had no idea what they were voting for. They were like, I just want to flip it from worst to first. So that was the lowest game, and then it became the highest. Because Titania donated a lot last night. Not doing Pac-12 championship. Round robin. How's it go back to back? It's going to be tough. I had Bama winning it all. Bama was picked at the start of the season. Now, I had Bama playing Clemson. That's obviously not happening. But I had Bama at the start of the season. I think Simpson's playing lights out. I think Bama wins it all. I think that team is darn good. It's going to be a fun year in the playoff, though. It's going to be a really fun year. Need to look at games in hindsight. Yes. Yes, I do. If I did that, I wouldn't be a Jaguars fan at that point. If I looked at games in hindsight, I would never become a Jaguars fan. It's that simple. 3rd and 4. 73% around the Dogs to win this one. They're down by 3 right now. Got the ball near midfield. I appreciate all you guys a ton. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out a ton on here. And again, I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Because we stream every single day. 3 games a day on college football. Stockton keeps himself on the option. He's got it at the 46-yard line of Florida, first down. Think Indiana wins it all? I mean, they could. Got a good coach, good quarterback, good defense. They are a complete team. And that's the best connection in football right now with Levitt out. The best connection right now in football is Mendoza to Surratt. It's the best connection. Hope it ends early because it's supposed to go to movie tonight. Oh, we'll see. Hopefully, if you're sick, it does. Because right now, like, I'm like one of the only people streaming this game. Like, YouTube's coming in hard, or ESPN's coming in hard on making sure the illegal streams are done. Stockton, deep shot down the field. Has a man behind, incomplete. Was looking for Landon Roldan. And Castell on the coverage. 2nd and 10 has forced George with a 10er. Appreciate you. I wish I was through Liberty, Delaware. I'm here with Nicole having your astute commentary on this. Regardless, here's something we broke for the rest of the week. I appreciate you a ton, man. Thank you so much. Which game do you want me to do? Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo? That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. You never feel like the need to, like, spend your last dollar on me. You never feel like the need to do that. Like, if money's tight, like, do not feel the need. Like, I love being here with you guys. But I appreciate you a ton, Forrest. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for it. 2nd down. Stockton, pressure. They're sending 4. He's got time directing traffic. It's back to the line. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 1, maybe 2. Forced out there by Jaden Robinson. So which game do you want for us? I appreciate you a ton, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. 6 minutes interviewing President as the lead out to Bills Chiefs. It's a pretty good lead out. It's a pretty good lead out, not going to lie. Especially with everything happening right now. That's a pretty good lead out. 3rd and 9. To the top, to the bottom. Georgia pretty good on 3rd down today. UNLV's fire their defensive coordinator. It's not pretty right now. No, it's the worst defense in college football. It's not great. You get another YouTube service since YouTube TV lost its 8. Yeah. They're going to send 4. Stockton, middle of the field. Incomplete. There was a push from behind. But they're going to say the ball was not catchable. It was already behind by that point. No PI. Intended target there was Humphreys. And I think Georgia's going to be forced to punt this ball away. The problem with right now is that ESPN's got all the leverage. Because they have their own app where they get all the money. And they know people watch live TV for sports. And that's a necessity. So, for a lot of people, it's a necessity. So, they know that they can just gouge YouTube TV for everything they're worth. They know it. Dogs all the way to win all? We'll see, Cameron. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's go Blue Jays. I hope the Blue Jays win. Let's let me know which game you want for us. I appreciate you a ton. The punt here, fair caught at the 11. Usually, like, ESPN cracks down on like, illegal streams. Or doesn't crack down, I should say. They are really cracking down today. I think they know. I had a feeling they were going to today. 34-yard punt, no return on the play. Florida, 10 straight points. Now, granted, the 2 drives that they scored on, they had it in plus territory. Oh, that's the coach live on here. Yeah, Dave Mullen's a good offensive play caller. Again, I liked Mullen at Florida when he tried. When he actually cared and didn't have a toxic culture. Like, when he actually took accountability, like, he was fine. And then 2020 all went downhill. One of the top 2 at the bottom. The only drive Florida started in their own territory could get nothing out of it. Ball trying to bounce outside, and he will get a couple down to the 14. Not a lot of space for Ball today. Against one of the few bright spots on the Skater offense. Bolden on the stop, gain of 3. How's it going, Devin? Appreciate you tuning in. Chris, you can't watch locally more. Thanks for playing. Appreciate you. Jacksonville, appreciate you. I'm assuming from Duval. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, no, YouTube TV is just... It sucks. I don't have YouTube TV. No, I have actual ESPN package. I have cable. So, I get through my Cox subscription in Phoenix. Hand off here to Ball. Ball on the stretch play. Cuts now to the middle. He'll get 4 down to the 19. YouTube wants to have a cheaper sports tier, and ESPN says no. Yeah, I get that. I mean, ESPN does not need to budge. They don't need to budge at all. You're Missouri Batman Chiefs fan? It's a good combo to have. So much about YouTube this season. Yeah, and for what at this point, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just like going back to like these bundles now. We're going back to cable at this point. ESPN Unlimited and Disney Plus. You could do the Disney ESPN Hulu bundle. We could do that. 2 at the top of the screen, 3rd and 2. Lagway keeps himself on the read option, and it's going to get blown up. Georgia not fooled, brought down to the 15-yard line. It's Dalen Everett. Loss of 4. I want my clock to stop. My apologies on that. Of course, from Duval, love it. Right, there's Super Plus Live TV, yeah. 4th and 6, and Florida goes 3 and out. They've done nothing offensively on drives starting inside their own territory. Yeah, DirecTV's cheaper. Yeah, you can get everything at this point with DirecTV. Like, it's actually cheaper now to get cable than it is to have some of these packages and bundle everything. It's nuts. We've gone backwards. 4th and 6, and Florida punting from their own, just outside their end zone. Tommy on the punt. Fielded and fair call at the 40-yard line. 45 yards. No return on the play. Branch fair catches it. Had DirecTV so you can watch it. Nice. Yep. Yeah, I have it's for like... I never have any issues with Cox in Arizona in terms of they never have any like package disputes or anything like that, which is great. Good for me. Never the stress. I remember living in New York. I remember when Cablevision with Fox, what was that, 2009, and they missed a Sunday. They missed a football Sunday. We had DirecTV, so we were okay. We had DirecTV for the basement, but we had Optimum for everything else, and they missed a football Sunday, and it's right around the time the Yankees won the World Series too. It was bad. Darwin tonight, the glazing be at all-time high. I mean, it's not glazing if it's legit. I mean, I think glazing is if it's not deserved. With Ohtani, it's deserved. If the Dodgers win the World Series and he plays well, I don't think it's glazing at that point. Like, it's like saying, oh, I can't believe they're glazing Mahomes and he throws for 450 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. It's like, it's not like glazing. That's like, I think glazing is when you point out how good a guy is. Interception in Indiana. Yeah, 2020 not carrying one was still better than Billy Napier. Yeah, it says a lot. Well, just stop scouting. Come on with your Blue Hens, people losers, their head coach an idiot. I mean, I've not been crazy about the Blue Hens and their in-game management this season. Like, I think glazing is when, like you say, I mean, how good is Ohtani? He's so good, and he's over 5 today. But, well, no, I didn't miss Football Sunday. No, I didn't miss it. Believe me, I didn't miss it. We had DirecTV. So what we did was we installed a dish. I appreciate you talking on as always on that. But we installed a dish. So we had Optimum throughout the house. But then in 2009, we realized we were spending more money at the bar than if we just bought DirecTV Sunday Ticket. Or more money at the pub instead of just DirecTV Sunday Ticket. So we decided to install a dish downstairs. And we got rid of that once YouTube got Sunday Ticket. But I didn't miss, but there were a lot of people that missed. Like, Glee was huge, too, so people were, like, literally like, wait, we can't, like, watch Glee? Talking? Dorsey Evans, yep. Appreciate it, yeah. These are all autographed jerseys, so every single jersey you have here is autographed. Helmets, the top row is autographed. So this is Travis Hunter. That's Starks, Hairston, Golden, Testaverde. I get all the autograph helmets at the NFL Draft. Testaverde I bought online. It was literally $1. I don't know why it was only $1, but we've got Jalen Milroe over here. We got Terry and Arnold, Latham, Latu for UCLA. We got Will Campbell. We've got a fair amount. Dallas Turner I've got as well. Yeah, but these are all, the top row is all autographed. And then for NFL, I stream all the NFL games Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. I do all the NFL games. And what's nice with that is that I have enough helmets for each team where the entire back case, and a lot of them are autographed too. The entire back case is the helmets of the two teams playing. Like, I have enough that I can fill a back case. Like, I've got, and most of them are autographed for NFL. College, they're not. Most of them are not autographed. The top row is, but I got them myself. Like this, I got Raiders, Jim Otto. Like, when the Raiders play, got a lot. Top 3 coach candidate for Florida. Ooh. First down for the Gators, or excuse me, for the Bulldogs. I'm going to talk about the Gators in just a second. Frazier on the side, and we'll cut up field to the 44-yard line before he's taken down the play by Miles Graham at the 44. 2nd and 6. I would say, Lane Kiffin's number 1. We all know that. Lane Kiffin's number 1. Yeah. How much for the Dorsey Evans jersey? How much did I pay for it? I think it was like $30. Yeah, I would say Kiffin, Key. How about Key at number 2? Georgia Tech coach. 1 at the bottom, back to his right. 2nd down, handoff up the middle. And that's a nice job there for a gain of 6 to the 49-yard line goes Frazier. Ohtani pitching him similarly rigged for the Dodgers. Yeah, that explains why they lost Game 4 with Ohtani on the bump. How long does it take to set up the helmet case? About 10-15 minutes. Frazier bounced outside. 3rd straight gift to him and tackled by the legs. Jordan Castell on the stop at the 47-yard line. Went flying on that one. 5 sacks, Minnesota still the first half. Jeez, offensive line poor. I think there is some glazing, but some of it's deserved. If it's legit. It takes about 10 minutes to flip the cases in and out. And number 3 for coaching candidate. Man, that's tough. Swings it out on 2nd and 8. And Branch will get out the 44-yard line. Make it 3rd and 5. Yeah, and Drinkwitz, yeah. I like Key a lot. Drinkwitz, I'm not crazy about Drinkwitz. He's fine, but, Kiffin's my number 1. Kiffin is number 1. I think that's very obvious. Kiffin's number 1. Key, if we can't get Kiffin, I'm throwing the bag at Key. 3rd down, 1 of the top 3 of the bottom, back to his right. Catch Jones in the backfield. Tight end motion, Lawson Lucky. Handoff here. He figures it's 4-down territory if you're handing the ball off on 3rd. Not that it matters because you get the first of the 38-yard line. Needed 5, got 6. Right, it is bigger stakes. That is true. Tony's pitching. They won't have an available pitch, but they can't use him as a reliever. Yep. And they used Glasnow yesterday. He only threw 3 pitches, but yeah. Subscribe because it's calling a darn good game of known players. Jump there and board quickly. Appreciate you a ton, George. Yep. I did a lot of announcing back in college, so I actually worked for the ESPN family of networks back in the day, so I love doing this, and I love calling games with you guys. I stream every single day, so I call college games. We're doing World Series tonight, but I do 3 college games this Saturday when the World Series is not on. Hand to the side, and we'll get back to the line down to the 35. Called a gain of 1 for Chauncey Bowens, the redshirt freshman, as he's taken down on the play by George Gums. 2nd and 9. I appreciate you a ton, George, on that one. We do a lot of play-by-play on here, color commentary. I post videos every day about the history of the NFL, weird, wacky stuff. Yeah, Freeman's not going to be available. I think that full call will last all 30 seconds with Freeman. Freeman's going to stay at Notre Dame. There's no chance he's coming over. But Freeman be a great pick. 2nd down and 9 at the 35-yard line. 2 at the bottom of the screen. Quick screen pass to Branch behind the line. Has a blocker, and he'll get a couple down to the 33. I think that ball gets out there a little bit quicker. It might be able to... It was a bit of a high throw. If he got it a little bit quicker, might be able to do a little bit more with it. But 3rd down. Wonder if it's 4-down territory here. Mizzou... Yeah, they only beat great teams, oddly enough. But yeah, we call Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. We do college football, college basketball all the time. ASU beats Iowa State. That's a crazy upset. Crazy upset for the Devils. Forks up, baby. Crazy upset, especially with Levin out for the season. Crazy upset. Because the last time they started a game without Levitt was a Utah game, and that was a disaster. Two at the top, two at the bottom. Jones in motion. Gonna swing out to Jones behind the line. Gets a block, but it's gonna be a block in the back. First down, but someone tells me this one's coming back. Cash Jones makes the grab, but that is not a cash block by Dylan Bell. The only reason he was able to get out in space like that was because there was a block in the back, and we'll see if it's holding or blocking the back. Either way, this will not be a first down. Holding's going to be the call. We got some laundry with 7:39 to go. And we'll get Dylan Bell. Score the touchdown on the opening drive. Anyway, make sure you hit the notification bell because I go live a lot. College basketball, we're going to go live for a lot of games. Football, we're going live for a lot. Olympics, we're going live. The ASU Bowl eligible. Not surprised by that. 20-team playoff power conference total, but it's 15-16 at large. Don't like it. No, not at all. I'm fine with it if every conference makes it, but just that, no. It dilutes the regular season tremendously at that point. You can get 4 losses and still make it in. So we have the top one, the bomb back to his right. Lucky in motion. Now you push out of field goal range potentially. Lucky again in motion. They're going to hand the ball off here to the 40, and now you're going to kick the field goal. It's a gain of 7 down to the 37 by Bowens. You figure you're running the ball there because you think you can make the field goal. You want to get inside about a 55-yard kick, and now you got the chance with one of the best kickers in college football in Woodring. Well, they're lined up to go for it. Hang on a second. They're going for it. Unless they're just showing up with the hard count. They send the offense back out quickly, but this might be a hard count. I'm not sure. 4th and 8. Again, most teams I'm okay going for it here, but Woodring's a darn good kicker. 90% of the season, hit 55 last week. Florida jumped. That's going to be a free play. Florida jumped. It's the one thing you couldn't do if you're the Gators, and now 4th and 3. Oh, Florida had to know the lack of discipline there. The lack of discipline. Just terrible on Florida's part. They jumped. They were never going to call a play. I was always going to get with the hard count. Be offside on the Gators. I think 2 guys jumped. Actually, no. Prior to the play, false start. Hang on a second. They call a false start. Before the play happened. Well, the center moved, but he moved because Florida was in the neutral zone. Drew Bobo moved because Florida jumped. Jaden Woods jumped. I mean, Bobo moved, but that was after Woods jumped. And now they'll have to punt it away. I am stunned by that. And that's a bad call. That is a horrible call. There were 2 guys on Florida that jumped, but Woods was absolutely in the neutral zone. Bobo moved because of that. And of course, they're going to get Bobo moving because he did move, but that was because he tried to get Woods offside. And he was. And Florida's going to dodge a bullet. How's it going, Mahomie? Been a long time subscriber. They have a mini history docs. Trevor hooked me from the start. Thought I was a historian, but he put me to shame. I appreciate that a ton. Yeah, I love making those videos. And we'll have a new one coming out soon. I am baffled by that. Again, there was a second player too. I'm not sure if Sapp was in the neutral zone. I'm not sure Tyreek Sapp was in the neutral zone. But Woods definitely was. And now they'll have to punt the ball away. You figure Georgia could have had a good shot at 3 points. You could offer some same money out to raise their prices. If UTV, will ESPN take it? ESPN wants a big piece of the pie. Fair catch called for. And let's go over his head at the 9-yard line and down the 11, which is exactly where he was standing. So Florida going to take over. Bo Gardner, the long snapper, gets down there. Going live for FIFA? For the World Cup? Yes, we're going live for the World Cup. We'll do a lot of soccer as well. I go live for the Olympics. I go live for everything. I don't take days off on this channel. We go live all the time. Yeah, I have a feeling on that one, Summer. So shame Kansas State started so slowly. Yeah, last year guys looked pretty good, but this season, I mean, it started off bad with the Iowa State loss, and then obviously South Dakota, didn't play well against them, and just poor coaching the first month of the season. But it's gotten better at least. Yeah, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, just go in the way they see them. And again, every donation counts triple toward you make the call. How many decide which game we're calling on what day? Wednesday night. Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo. Tuesday night, we're doing UMass against Akron. Usually, I do a Saturday night college football game. I usually do 3 games a day: a 12, a 3:30, and a 7:30. Tonight's an exception because we're doing World Series. So we are streaming 3 things, but we're going to be doing the World Series. So a little bit different. But next week, we'll be live for 3 games, and you guys will vote over the course of the week with your donations in terms of which game we are doing. Wait, top 5 scored even. So Ohio State. I'm shocked by Ohio State being number 1. Just because Matt Patricia is DC. I'm a bit surprised by that. But Oklahoma top 5. Bit surprised. NFL and college football favorite. So college, I'm a High Point fan. I went to High Point for undergrad. They don't have a football team. But every other sport, they're my favorite. For football, appreciate it, Stephanie. Appreciate it. No, I love doing this. I love calling games. I'm live all the time. And we stream every day on the channel. We do a lot of college football, NFL, college basketball, you name it, we do it. Favorite team for college football, I'm a Florida and Arizona State fan for that. I went to ASU for law school, grew up a Florida fan, and for everything college, it's High Point, but they don't have a football team. And then NFL, diehard Jaguars fan. Been that way since 2005. So Jaguars fan my whole life. It's been nothing but hell as a Jaguar fan, not going to lie, for the most part. Especially now with the Travis Hunter injury, but it's not great. Not great, but I'm a diehard Jaguar fan, and I don't stream Jaguar games because I would lose my mind during them. Like, that's a whole different tier. But every Sunday night after the game is done, we do Sunday Night Football, and then after the game is done, I do like a huge rant on the Jaguars game, and I like just lose my mind on it. So we do that. Yeah, next week we'll be live for 3 games on Saturday. Hopefully the dispute's sorted out by then. Don't know what the game's going to be just yet because the times have not been announced for all of them. But you figure LSU Bama would be one of the favorites. Same Notre Dame's an option for the night game. Florida Kentucky's going to be an option as well. There'll be some options. I'll put it that way. Oregon Iowa, I'm assuming that's going to be, I don't know if that's going to be big noon. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be the big noon game. That'll be an option. So we have to wait on the times to get announced, and then I put it to a vote and just have you guys. Georgia and Cincinnati Bengals. They do a lot better with Georgia than the Bengals. Yeah, I'm probably the biggest fan ever. Yep. Your biggest fan. I mean, I even got the underground stuff that they did with Stan. So here's from Jacksonville to Florida Georgia game. Either maybe in Atlanta, maybe yeah, or Tampa. But I gotta get out at some point. I've never been to a Florida Georgia game. It's on my bucket list of things I gotta do. It's like on my college football bucket list at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna get out there because I don't live anywhere near Florida, and I'm super busy where I can like barely leave the office during football season. One top, one the bottom. Back to his right for Lagway. Gonna hand it off up the gut. And bounce outside. Here goes ball to the 20. Gets a block of the 25, 30, and down the 33-yard line. Great start there. And a good job, too, by Eugene Wilson sticking his hands up to say, hey, don't get me for blocking the back. I was clean on that. Ball's longest run of the day, 22 yards. Breaks the tackle initially from Xavier McLeod. And ball bounces outside. Gets the block and eventually tackled out of bounds by Ja'Cory Thomas. A little bit of trash talking afterwards. Wimberg Tigers, Florida Gators, Jaguars fan. There you go. There you go. Good combo. 2 wide, Lagway, clean pocket, middle of the field, open, but overthrown on the seam. Was overthrown, looking down the field on the seam pattern for Amir Jackson, the redshirt freshman tight end. Well, Georgia, Florida win. I mean, I'm a Gator fan, but I'm calling it down the middle. I'm like when I was at High Point, I wanted Florida or wanted High Point to win, but I called down the middle. YouTube price, TV price of ESPN wins. Oh, I don't know. Like I can't predict the price. Like I don't know the exact pricing structure. I don't have YouTube TV, so I don't know like what they're priced at. It'll be about $2 or $3 more per person, I would guess. I think $5 more actually. Lagway flushed out, pump fake, and just gonna throw that ball down the field, incomplete. Thought I was throwing that away. Threw in the direction of Hayden Hansen. Catches it, but no feet in bounds. Virginia Tech, they're playing a lot better as of late. Virginia Tech is not playing poorly lately. But I put money on Georgia just so that I hedge my happiness. So either way, either I make money or Florida wins. But I call it as I see it. I call it down the middle, and hopefully you guys like the commentary. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in again. I'm assuming a lot of people are watching this because they can't watch a stream on YouTube, and obviously YouTube TV is kind of in a pickle right now with ESPN, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. YouTube lose more stock than Cracker Barrel now? No. Third down play is blown down before. There was some movement. And that should back him up 5 yards. NDSU leads Youngstown's too close, yeah. I think NDSU wins that game. Fuzzy Balls with a 5. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want me to do? Kent State, Ball State, or Northern Illinois Toledo? 7 for Toronto Blue Jays to win Game 7 of the World Series. And the Remember Students Dodgers will win. Well, it's funny. I have the Jays winning this in 7. The $7 donation. I appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want me to do for Wednesday night for college football? I appreciate that a ton. Appreciate you, man. I have the Dodgers winning Game 6. I did have them winning Game 6. Third and 15, just swings it out. Not going to take any chances here. It's Wilson. And he'll get modest gain of about 7. Make it 4th down, and they'll have to punt at the 35-yard line. So Florida offensively, again, 10 points, but all 10 came when they had the ball to start in plus territory. The 40-yard line and the 38-yard line. Well, they've started in their own territory. They have not crossed the 50 yet. Your 39-month, yeah. So help me decide, Kent State, Ball State, NIU Toledo. Yeah, I have Toronto win this game. I just don't trust the Dodger bullpen. As soon as the Jays took a 3-2 lead, I'm like, I think Toronto wins in 7. Yamamoto Game 6, I never thought the Dodgers were going to lose that game. The way it happened was nuts. But I never thought with Yamamoto on the bump they were going to lose Game 6. The punt here takes a good bounce, actually too good of a bounce, as it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. 65-yard punt, 45 yards of net for Tommy Doman. And Georgia ball at the 20. Looked like a pretty good punt and then just kept rolling. And Georgia has not scored since the opening drive, that 3-minute drive down the field. They have not scored. Can they get something going here with 4:30 to go? They have all their timeouts. Again, the last time Georgia had the ball, they got into plus territory, moved it well. Probably should have had a chance at 3. And then an interesting call by the officiating. So they get Bobo for a false start on a play that Woods clearly jumped in the neutral zone. Georgia at the 20 when we get back here over on ABC. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help us out on the channel. Hit the notification bell as well because we go live every night. And I legitimately mean, there are a lot of people in the chat that are longtime fans. A lot of people here for the first time because of YouTube TV and ESPN and all the scrubs going on over there. But there are a lot of people here. You can attest to it. I go live every single day. We don't take days off on the channel. I stream every single day. In terms of college football, there's a football game of some kind every day until Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We are live for all of the days. College basketball, this is the go-to place for that. We are streaming tons of games, including Queens Winthrop, to kick off the season at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday Eastern Time. This is the place to be. If there's a game, probably I'm one of the only ones doing it for college basketball. NFL, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. We're live for all the games as well. We're live for baseball. World Series tonight. We'll be live for Blue Jays Dodgers. I'll have to stream it once this game is done. I'll set that one up. I would also be live during the regular season for baseball. We streamed over 100 games this year in Major League Baseball. I'm a Diamondbacks fan. I live in Arizona. D-backs fan. So a lot of D-backs games, but also a lot of other games as well. So we do that. Also, the Winter Olympics. This is the place for the Winter Olympics. We are live. I will give you Scott Hansen-like coverage. We'll whip around, show you everything with the Winter Olympics. JG97365. That's good. I like that. Yeah, I'm not an Avery Johnson fan at all. Yeah. Pitcher night for the Blue Jays, having to start Game 7 last time with the Nationals and won. Yep, the last time I had Game 7 in the World Series, it was Scherzer. How's the Jays being in Louisville? They're playing a lot better as of late. Go get it. How's it going, Chris? Appreciate you tuning in. Buying ESPN Plus and antenna isn't a bad idea if you have to use UTV. No, not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea whatsoever. But we do college basketball. We do the Olympics. We're going to do the World Cup. But Winter Olympics, we did a lot for the Summer Olympics in 2024. And I flipped the cases. I flipped the emojis as well for the events. So tonight we'll have Dodgers and Blue Jays emojis. Today, for this game, obviously Georgia, Florida emojis. If you're a fan of either one of these teams, you can use the emojis in the chat. Yeah, you can confirm. I stream a lot. I do not take days off. I got my gallbladder taken out and was streaming 2 days later. Like, I do not. I was streaming in Disney World. Yeah, I might use that. J97365. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, Vandy covered. I have no idea how. They were down by 24 in the fourth quarter. I don't know how they covered. I don't know how they covered, but ball the 20-yard line here for Georgia. Two at the bottom of the screen, back to his right. And Georgia played very well offensively last game against Ole Miss. It's not been clicking today so far against this good Gator defense. Bell in motion now. Play action. Stockton. Pressured. Sacked. At the 18-yard line. Makai Borio on the stop. Loss of 2. Stockton starting this drive going backwards. They break once in a while. I mean, I'll take a break at some point. That's why I do cruises. I'll do like a cruise once a year. The reason why is because I physically can't stream on a cruise. Like, I can't. Because the Wi-Fi is not good. I can keep up with stuff. I can, like, work on other stuff. But, like, also it doesn't feel like work. Like, I love hanging out with you guys. Like, you guys, my job is to watch football. It's, like, awesome. Do you want me to say go dogs with the commercial with the woof at the end? The go dogs with the commercial. Branch on the screen pass for the 25-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about, we'll call it 7. Make it 3rd and 4. Fuzzy with the 5. Appreciate you a ton. Again, which game do you want me to do? I'll get you the call for. There's a flag on this play, though. Hang on a second. We got a flag on the play. Which game do you want me to do for college football? Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo? Holding on the offense. So that's not going to count. Back it up instead of 3rd and 4. It's going to be 2nd and long. I appreciate that a ton, Fuzzy. The Jags should see if the Bengals will be willing to trade T. Higgins. He'll be the difference to help take the Jags to the next level. I love T. Higgins. Don't get me wrong. I would love T. Higgins. It's never going to happen. I would love him, though. We need a receiver that can catch the ball. T. Higgins is darn good. I love that guy. And especially now with Hunter out, BTJ having some catch issues. I would love that. Hey, Bark Boy. Oh, that commercial is so good. It's like High Tide last year. That was great. And Toledo, I get you. Toledo, appreciate you, man. To the top, one of them on back to his right. Get every donation's tripled. It's starting the game. Stockton, deep shot down the field. Has a step, but overthrown. Had a step on him. Dylan Bell, the intended target, makes it 3rd and 18. All right, get you on NIU Toledo. Appreciate you, man. So $12. Multiply that by 3. That's 36. So that would be 147. Yep. The bonus, you get bonuses for being XP and whatnot. So there's a bonus for longest time in front, most time in front. How bad was Zapier? He was good at establishing a culture and recruiting. He just sucked into game management. His refusal to hire a play caller made things awful. Down by the red zone, you have like a 50% chance of not scoring. 3rd down, Cameron loses bearings as Stockton takes off and runs. They won't be putting on the run zone. That's the good news for Georgia. The bad news, they are nowhere close to the 6. So again, a 13 for Stockton. But the Jags said a win now roster training a first for Brown makes sense. Well, we don't have a first. We gave it up for Travis Hunter. I don't have a first rounder this year. Bengals are not going to get rid of Higgins, I don't think. 4th and 5. And Georgia goes 3 and out. That holding penalty sets them back. Penalties have killed Georgia today. Last drive had a nice play to catch Jones to get him in field goal range. The penalty pushed him back out of field goal range. Here, a nice play to make it third and manageable. Holding penalty, back it up. But that's a good punt. A very good punt by Thorson. Down at the 8-yard line. Oh, over on that. 100% over on that. Down at the 8. Took a roll. And that is a punt. I cannot believe I'm saying this. A 67-yard punt. Make of that information what you will. But unironically, ball was at the 25 down to the 8. A 67-yard punt. Some very, very disciplined dogs. There you go. Firemen and me become a great show on turf. Oh, yeah. Well, they've not become the greatest show on turf. They've not become close to that. But, like, the offense has not done anything today. The offense of Florida, 2 drives started in plus territory. That's what they scored on. That should mark at the 9-yard line. So 66-yard punt. Yeah, Thorson's a great punter. Hand off here to ball, gain of 4. Down to the 13-yard line. I get 2nd and 6. Yeah. No, not anything about that. It's like Scar with Zazu in It's a Small World. 2nd and 6. We'll see if Florida takes it down to the 2-minute timeout. They have all their timeouts, and they will wind it down. Must-win game for Georgia. Won't be Texas and Georgia Tech. 2 losses, you're okay. Georgia Tech's going to be tough. Texas, I think you can beat. I think they're better than Texas. Arch Manning is too inconsistent. I don't know with Arch. He looked great today, but Arch is a bit too inconsistent for my liking. Text back to Edwards today, yep. I did. There you go. Yeah, they might 7 at the start of OT. Yes, they did. You have to remember, too, in college, for some reason, sacks count as rushing yards. There's not like a sack stat in terms of the yardage. Yes, I know it's Marlon's fan. Yeah, he was not there for the last game, though. I didn't notice him for game 6. Oh, it's going to be more than 4, Big Tiger. It's more than 4. That's just the minimum. He'll be out for longer than that. It's a minimum of 4. At least it was a clean fracture. A nice UK fan. Nice. I like that. Oklahoma, Tennessee, that's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think Tennessee wins, but I think it's going to be a close game, like 7 points. 7, 10 points, something around there. Dad witnessed some press conference after that game today, I bet. Northern Illinois going to be playing in Mountain West for football starting next season. Just insane. Yeah, all the mountains in Illinois. A lot of mountains over there. Oh, man, that's awesome, Michael. That's not awesome for you, but that's a good nickname. I like that. Yeah, Hunter, when Cohen was asked about if you make a playoff push, is he going to be back for the playoff push, he didn't sound optimistic. Like, Cohen was distraught talking about Hunter. Quinn Johnston, he's not getting traded. He's been balling with the Chargers this year. He has turned his career around. He's been great. Why can't we stream Tennessee? Because we're doing Game 7 of the World Series. Otherwise, in all likelihood, we would have done Tennessee game. In all likelihood, if last night the Blue Jays won, I would have put it to a vote in terms of what game we're doing tonight, and I would assume Tennessee, Oklahoma would win. Would I leave Colorado for UCLA, Virginia Tech? I would not. No, you put Colorado back on the map. Again, I don't think he's that good of a coach. He's a good recruiter, and he's a good disciplinarian, but he's not a good coach. He's got a lifetime deal at Colorado, basically. He can do whatever he wants. UCLA, Virginia Tech, you're immediately on the hot seat. UCLA would be a terrible fit, too. Because you got to compete with USC for recruits, and the stadium is an issue. Like, who's going to go to UCLA right now when no one knows what stadium they're going to be playing in? Like, it's a mess. And then you're in the Big Ten, and it's bad. And travel, have it on? Yeah, I'm going to have it on. Yeah, of course I'm going to have the game on, but we're going to be calling the World Series. Clemson's tired of winning, they can send me on my way. I don't think that's the problem, Dabo. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is that adapt or die, and you have not adapted. Part of Season 5, nice. UCLA, yeah, it's not an attractive vacancy. Like, you're playing in a conference where none of the schools are close by. You'll be traveling all the time. So parents can't really see you on the road. They can't travel for road games. You're also playing in a conference where you're clearly the weakest link. You're not going to get recruits over USC. And you're in a stadium that no one knows what stadium you're going to be in. You're playing in what's undoubtedly the worst atmosphere in the Big Ten. I think we can all agree. UCLA, in terms of student atmosphere, the worst in the Big Ten. For fans. Dion Bio be a lot. Like, easily 8 figures. I would assume like 40 million. You said it's overpaid to get recruits? Yep. O'Malley Alvis is high on that one. Or it's not lost 6 for Jacksonville. No. Look, it's been a heck of a ride. I don't think it's going to last, though. Slam pass, that gets 6. Dallas Wilson, the true freshman, makes the grab, and now you got some breathing room. And now will the Gators go? They do get the ball to start the half, so a chance to double dip here. We'll stay on during the halftime break. As well. Ball to 20. 2 at the top, 2 of them on back to his right. Florida's slowing it down a little bit. Texas leading at the half by 5. Ooh. Now time is called. Previous play is under review. They're reviewing the spotter or are they reviewing targeting? So there was some contact to the head and neck, but was it targeting? They don't play the actual Rose Bowl every game. Dallas Wilson on the grab. Yeah, they're looking at targeting on Bolden. Let's see. Is this targeting? Forcible contact, head or neck area. Last year my buddy was clapped. Yeah. YouTube is... ESPN's being very, very strict. They know. Because they know people stream the games. Or they try to, at least. Jack's our first round medals might do it. Yeah, but I would do it for first rounder. I mean, there was contact to the helmet. He did lower the crown of the helmet. I think that's targeting. I think Golden's going to be gone. Only one game to watch in the NFL this week. Oh, that's easy. Chiefs Bills. As a neutral fan, Chiefs Bills. Like, there's no other option. There's no argument for anything else besides Chiefs Bills. And if it is targeting, it's a first down. Bolden's ejected for the game. And the Bulls are the 35-yard line. Personal foul targeting. That's the call. Led with the crown of the helmet. Lowered it. And he will be tossed. And Florida in business at the 35-yard line. Not be able to use audio anymore? That's going to be tough. When college and UCLA too much to do in the Westport area, people don't realize the weather is streaming year round. Oh yeah, same as so far. And LA traffic's a nightmare. Yeah. You get the targeting there. Move it up to the 35-yard line. And now Florida can go. ESPN taking legal action? Against who? Well, it's up to the copyright owner to do it. They get notified. Because other networks like NBC can't do it, CBS can't do it. First down, play action. Lagway, they send 5. Sidearm, that's incomplete. Hit on the play there. CJ Allen. So he's looking for his tight end. 2nd and 10. You're out of here. There you go. Cardinals Cowboys, that'll be a good game. Oh, legal action against the Pirates? Well, it would be legal action against YouTube probably. The Pirates don't have the money. Like, you want to go for the guys. Like, I'm probably are judgment proof. Also, you don't know who's like the identity behind some of the channels. Going deep, Lagway overthrown. He's overthrown a few passes today. Had him deep on the corner route. Would have been a completion to get him in field goal range. Instead, back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. And Lagway's been a bit inaccurate today. On throws more than 5 yards down the field. And had Tank Hawkins wide open. It'd be tough. I mean, you could. You could. Yeah, Lagway Salve's on it. I thought he was going to make the jump this year. I really did. I didn't think he was going to win the Heisman, but I thought he was going to make the jump from freshman to sophomore year. That has not happened. 3rd down. They send 4. Lagway slips, loses the ball, and Lagway, can he get it back? He can. It's a big fumble recovery by Lagway. Georgia will call it out with 1:11. Lagway tried to slip in the pocket. He slipped. Yeah, targeting, like, I mean, I thought that was a good targeting call, but, I mean, no one knows what targeting is anymore. I mean, we saw in the Peach Bowl. Yes, two for the glare. And Lagway just stumbled, lost the ball as he stumbled, and somehow able to dive back to get it with that extension. Might have saved points for the Gators. So he trips over the feet of his offensive lineman. It was Bryce Lovett, number 53. Best opening in college football. It's not LSU anymore. I would have said LSU a week ago. On Sunday, I would have said LSU. Now it is not even close. Because now you have an interim AD. You have the governor getting involved. No one knows who's doing anything. LSU is a mess. LSU right now is the last place I want to coach. Because there's no stability. No one knows who's calling the shots or what's going on. I mean, the governor getting involved is a bad sign. I think right now Florida's got the best opening. Or Penn State. But it's not LSU. Not for the last 5 days. This search has been an embarrassment. The punt here, it's a shorty. Takes a good bounce at least for the Gators, but out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Yeah, Penn State or Florida are the top 2 options at this point. I think Penn State's a very good pick. About 40 yards on the punt. I had like 9 Chiefs Bills come to the 2020s. Yeah, but most of them pretty good. Most of them in darn good games. I think Broncos-Texans could be a very good game. If we can't go that, I think Broncos-Texans could be a very good game. I mean, you would be the LSU. I wouldn't go that far, but it's a mess right now. It's a mess. First down for the Dogs. They prevent Florida from double dipping. 106, 2 timeouts. Ball right around the 37-yard line. You need about 25 to get into Woodring's range. One of the top, 2 of the bottom. Pump fake on the screen. And now they'll go with a running back screen to Jones, and Jones gets down to the 41. Florida not missing a lot of tackles today. They're a very surefire tackling team. 2nd and 6. They'll go quick to the line. Here's sort of smart to take the LSU job. Be able to hang with a mid-Florida team on neutral. Freeman still has mojo. No, he's got a lifetime deal with Georgia, basically. They're going to send 4. Stockton. Wobbly throw, caught by Bell at the 42. Again, Florida's a good team this year. I know the record's not good, but a lot of that was coaching. Florida's not really... They've shown up in every game, basically. They've hung with some really good teams. There's a talented Florida team that was ranked high for a reason to start off. Right, 24... Yeah, 24 was by 9, but that was because there was a touchdown at the very end. They went for on 4th down, and they got the touchdown. That's why. It's a bit deceiving. It's a 2-point game, and then they got the touchdown to make it 9. With like 30 seconds left. Stockton, open, caught at the 21-yard line. Branch takes a shot on that one over the middle of the field by Jaden Robinson. A Branch gain of 21 in Georgia in the red zone. They will go quick. They will not spike it here. 32, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right is Jones. They send 5. Stockton pressured. He will get sacked at the line of scrimmage, and now Georgia takes their 2nd time out as George Gums. And there's some jawing afterwards with him and Bobo. No flag. 2nd down. What does Kiffin get from leaving Ole Miss? He already said money isn't a factor. He's got memories at Gainesville. So he met his girlfriend, his wife at Gainesville. So that's what he gains. Apparently Gainesville is near and dear to his heart. He used to coach at Gainesville. Apparently, he's always wanted to be a Gator. James Franklin, Florida? I don't think that's going to happen. I think Franklin at VT. Unless they promote the interim. Which right now, if they beat Louisville, they could. Notre Dame up at the half. 12-7 on Boston College, by the way. Franklin can get to the hump, just not over the hump. He can't win the big game. Franklin cannot win the big game. That's the issue with him. I think he's like the Jack Del Rio, the Marvin Lewis of college football. He can get you to the hump. He can establish a culture, get you there. To take the next step, it's like Mark Richt. The wide receivers at LSU, it's crazy. Last year, the 1, 2, 3 receivers, Big Papa, last year in the NFL, the top 3 receivers in the NFL by receiving yards were Chase, Jefferson, and Thomas. All 3 LSU guys. There's other Jefferson, Thomas, yes. Norvell at FSU, he might go another year. They might not have the money to buy him out. And this is a weird cycle. There's going to be a lot of openings. You might want to sit this one out, potentially, and wait. They're going to send 4. Hit! I think there was a forward pass, but the ball came out. Florida's got it, the 25 to the 30, 35. They'll review this play. Still on his feet to the 35 and brought down the 34. Didn't see the corner of the safety blitz. Jaden Robinson picks it up. Was the arm going forward? That'll be the 2nd turnover of the game for Georgia. Let's see this. Was that arm going forward? They bring the safety blitz. No one up the A-gap. Let's see. It looked like it was going forward at first glance. That's a pass. I think that's a pass. I'm going to pull up. I think that's a pass. The arm looked like it was going forward. The ball went forward. I called it at first that looked like a pass. Hit by Castell. I think that's a pass. This will be reviewed. Obviously, big call here if it's a pass. And Stockton hasn't taken his helmet off yet. First round comes out Tuesday. I'm excited. If it's a pass, Georgia has it in field goal range and can tie this game up. If it's a fumble, then Florida will have the lead at the halftime break. The chance to win the cocktail party for the first time since 2020. But again, I thought my first gut was pass. They said fumble. They let it play out, which is a smart thing to do. But that arm is going forward. The ball goes forward. He's got control as he lets go. I'm thinking pass. Wait, now they're Wait, what was that then? Well, they're reviewing it. I thought that was what they were doing this entire time. Wait, then what were they doing? What were they doing before? If they weren't reviewing it before, why are they reviewing? Like, what were you doing this whole time? Just twiddling your thumbs? Like, it took you 3 minutes to announce a review? Like, you weren't even reviewing it this entire time. Okay. SEC refs for you. Yeah, the ref out there just said plays on a review. Yeah, what were they doing the last 3 minutes? That's what we were doing this entire time. So we gotta do it all over again. And voting that poll, do you think there was a fumble or a pass? I am leaning pass. I thought the arm was going forward at first glance. He had control. Don't think it's no, all good. I respect the honesty. Some people just vote. Some people just vote without knowing. I'm losing that VT or Pitt. Oh, definitely. They're slumping right now. They lost 2 of the last 3. Pitt's playing well as of late. VT playing a lot better as of late as well. Since firing their coach. Got a quick game of rock, paper, scissors before the replay. Yep. Gotta do something. Been zapping on YouTube. Yes, they happen. They happen, yeah. ESPN is clanking down. Usually they don't. Usually you can show the game on YouTube. I never do because I know copyright law. I went to law school, graduated. So I have a JD. But wisely. 5. We're going 5 on that one. Novell getting fired tomorrow if he loses tonight off a bye. Let's see. After review, I think the arm's going forward. Yep, call's overturned. I'm not surprised by that. 59% of you agree that was a forward pass, and that'll be 3rd and 10. So I never updated the score bug. I never changed the bug. They also reset the clock. That's big for Georgia. 21 seconds now instead of 10. Because obviously Robinson, when he picked up that play that was a fumble, killed a lot of time off the clock. Yeah, but usually ESPN, like CBS, NBC, they zap. But ESPN usually does not. But today they are, which I get. Because that's an easy workaround. People are going to go on YouTube and be like, hey, like, I want to watch the game. Okay, just watch this illegal stream. Not so much. 5 takes a cup. Oh, okay. 1 of the top 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. 3rd and 10. Got 5 on the line. Okay, Gamana. You're not in the top 3 right now. That's odd. Stockton out route. That's incomplete. Broken up on the play. Throw is behind. Miles Graham sticks the arm in there. And Georgia's got to settle for 3. 38-yard try for Woodring to even this game. Make it all square at 10 apiece. Woodring, perfect this season inside of 40. He's been perfect the last 2 years inside 40. Back in that 30 to 39-yard range over his career, 22 for 22. How's it going, Alex? Appreciate you tuning in. And a timeout is called. I think Florida's going to try to ice him here. On break right now. Nice. For the Miami head coach, I would have fired Cristobal a while ago. I would have fired him for the Georgia Tech game where he didn't take the knee. Come on with a 5er. All right. Well, I can change that quite easily. All right. I was going to say, you're not in the top 5. Now you're in the top. Now you're in the top 3. Get Sean Toledo. Appreciate you, man. Now you're in the top 3. 1's in striking distance. I will say 1 is in striking distance. Only about 100 off 1. Yeah, you're 100 off 1. ML should be October to March. Why? Who's the ball the half? Florida. Florida gets the ball the half. Why are we changing it from October to March? Then I would not want that at all. And the weather would be unbearable for some of these games half the season. 39 yards for Woodring. In his career, 33 for 35 inside 40. Make it 34 for 36. Woodring ties the game at 10. In May, November, July. Now, I don't hate that. I actually don't disagree on that one. I think NBA should move back like 2 or 3 weeks. I actually don't disagree with that, Wakamana. There's some stuff going on in that country, Gatmana, right now that I don't think it would be feasible to expand. I don't think it would be feasible to expand. NBA, I don't hate the idea. I'm actually a proponent of that. I am actually a proponent of doing that. Because right now, half the season's being taken up by the NFL. Yeah, whichever schedule. Yep, November is where we separate the haves and the have-nots. There's a lot of, like, Navy. Navy's a big one. They lost to North Texas, and then they play Notre Dame, South Florida, Memphis. Like, it gets tough. So 10-10. You keep spreading on the back half. Yep. It's like Kingsbury. It's like when Kingsbury was the coach. Woodring. He's going to go deep on the kickoff, not going to swim it. And Florida's going to field it at the 6-yard line. Take it out to the 10. 15, 20. Tries to bounce outside and down to 23. You figure Florida just take it into the half. Be very surprised if they don't. Not much good can come if you have the ball at the 22-yard line with 8 seconds left. Rain start next week. Get him on Tuesday. Biggest shock so far today? What do you mean by shock? Like today or this season? Biggest shock today, I would say for me, is ASU beating Iowa State. Go on the road, beat a team that, I mean, you don't have your starting quarterback? I was shocked by that. We'll go to the halftime break. 10-10 your score. The final cocktail party in Jacksonville before the renovations. It's been a good one so far. A big shock this season? Penn State. I don't think anyone expected this. They were bringing everyone back. I thought they were going to make the playoff. Penn State to be like this? Yeah. I'm shocked by them. Georgia set to play from behind a lot this season. Play with their backs against the wall at the halftime break. Have to do another one here. 10-10. Yeah, ASU, I mean, Dillingham's great. Kenny Dillingham is phenomenal. And he's so young, too, which is great. It's like 36 years old, so he's going to be here for a while. And he's not leaving because he's an alum. Which is awesome. So you never have to worry about him leaving. Because once you're with your alum, like that changes everything. He's turned around the program. That program was in hell with Herm Edwards. That program, like with the violations and everything, the culture, it was bad. And Dillingham just turned it around. Raid, no, we're not doing a raid. No raid. I'll do raids if we have a lot of people, if we don't have a lot of people in the chat. Like if we have like anything under 100, I'll do a raid for this, but we got so many in here right now. We got 650 people in here right now. Put another thing in. I got the halftime break at least. You got 20 minutes. Duke Clemson's the best game of the day? Yes, I would say so. Indiana up at the half, 20-3, meanwhile. Over on CBS. And again, we will be live for tonight's World Series Game 7. So the reason why I got modded, the reason why, I can explain exactly why. The reason why, I know exactly why. It's because YouTube TV, people can't watch the game. Because YouTube TV, ESPN, this network is, ABC is blacked out on YouTube TV because of a dispute. And ESPN is striking down everyone that streams the game illegally. So usually, you can stream a game on here, and you can watch it. You can watch a game on here, even without paying anything. Can't really do that. Can't really do that here. There's some networks you can. Like, for whatever reason, like, I'm not gonna, like, I can show a little bit, but, like, Arkansas, Mississippi State, like, you could watch the game on YouTube. Like, they will, who gets the ball at halftime? Florida. Florida gets it at half. Like, but the big games, they're striking it down. So that's part of why. Dillingham be third on my Florida list. I love Dillingham. I don't want him just because I'm an ASU fan too. I went to ASU for law school. I need to get my master's. So I like both programs. I don't want Florida to raid ASU. Yeah, all they have is Florida. UTV, but not the ESPN app. Yeah. 2025, great year for Indiana sports. Make it to the finals. Colts 7-1. Indiana looks phenomenal in football. I mean, it's a good time. to be a Hoosier. Again, 10-10 your score at the halftime break. All 10 points for the Gators coming when they got the ball in plus territory to start. And Denver, Florida gets the ball. And if you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel as we try and grow this community even more. I just don't get a state yet. How many viewers did I get for that? It was like, I think like 150. Follow Georgia on my TV and CMU on my tablet. Nice. It's a good doubleheader. It's a very good doubleheader. Who's the interim coach? Billy Gonzalez is the interim for the Gators. Dabo to Arkansas, Fran to Clemson. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna rid of Dabo, but only 150. Well, there's a lot of competition for the NFL. You have to remember, everyone streams the NFL. What was my peak? I think that was the peak. Most concurrent ever. I think we had at one point for Ohio State against Oregon. I think we had like 2,000 at one point. I'll double check. The end of that crazy game. We've got a lot of people in here right now. Like, this is insane. How do I donate? So if you click the... I appreciate you a ton, Amy. So I'll show you how to donate. So if you do want to donate, I'll show you how. You click... let me do visual description. So you click the $sign here. Click the $sign. Shirts for official Jaguar 9. Click the $sign. Click this button. And then you can click anything you want. So membership, you buy a membership. And you get emojis in the channel. If you just want to donate, like, and say something... What you do is you click Super Chat. So, $, Super Chat, and then you type in the dollar amount, and you can go, I think the max is 500. And then you type in your message, and do that. Breaking news. Whoa! Holy crap. Jair Alexander going to the Eagles. He was a healthy scratch on Thursday, and now we know why. Yeah, so that's how you donate. $, Super Chat, and then you just type in the amount and you do buy and send. Why did Georgia have to open weekends? Not sure what that means. Well, Georgia started with the ball. Jair Alexander. Not sure how much is left in the tank, but again, it was a healthy scratch for the Ravens this week, and now we know why. And again, we will be speaking of that, we will be live for the trade deadline, 2 o'clock Eastern time on Tuesday. This is the place to be. I'll keep you updated on everything trade deadline, 2 o'clock Eastern time. As Amy with a 20. Let's go, Dogs. I appreciate you a ton, Amy. Oh, man, they're in it right now. The Dogs are absolutely in it right now. It's a close game. And obviously, Georgia played well defensively when Florida started inside their own territory. They've not crossed the 50 on drives starting inside their own territory. I think Georgia's going to win this game. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Which game do you want? So basically, Amy, what you get to do is your donation helps me decide which game we're calling. Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo. Wednesday night, which game do you want me to do? You get a vote on that. 20 or $60 goes toward that because it's a triple. Florida wins this game. They should be top 25. I mean, it's funny. I do think they have the talent to be a top 25 team. I can't vote them top 25, obviously, but I'm not sure at their peak there are 24 teams better than them. But which game do you want, Amy? I appreciate you a ton. Wolf, you're awesome. I thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I love streaming these games to you guys, and I love hanging out with you guys. You guys make this all worthwhile, and I appreciate you a ton. Come on with another tour. I get back into the top 3 with a tour. Yes, you can. There you go. Only 75 off number 2, by the way. Only 75 off. But yeah, Amy, just let me know if you want Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo. whichever game you want me to do on Wednesday night for college football. Because I'm live every night. I go live every single night on here. Oh, 2 open weeks, so that's what you mean. That's what you mean. 2 open weeks. I mean, most schools have 2 open weeks at this point. They always take one before the Florida game. Since we have the 2, what would we do for $500? Oh, man, for 500, I would do just about anything for $500. That's a lot of money. 500 is a lot of money. I mean, that would get you, like, Hundo Jack, emoji, karaoke songs galore. I mean, that would get you a lot for 500. You want Kent State? I'll get you on Kent State. Appreciate you a ton. So it's $60 going to Kent State. The bonus right now, Amy's in front, so that's 20. Most time in front, though, is with that. That's going to show you everything they call it. It is. Yeah, I would do like a 24-hour. We'll put a vote up at the start of the third. I'm going to leave this vote up for the end of until the halftime break is done. How Georgia had open weeks? Well, I mean, that's just how the schedule works. Every team will take 2 open weeks. They'll always take one before, usually before your biggest games. Thank you so much, Amy. Usually they take it before your biggest games. So Bama is the biggest game Georgia's got, and Florida's the biggest game they got. So they take them before the break. That's why. That's just normal procedure. In conference play, you'll take it in the middle of conference play, so you don't get, like, murderers row back-to-back. And you have another week to prepare for your team. Mercy live stream on stream? Yep. Well, Alexander, I mean, he's not anything at this point. He's not really... I mean, there's a reason to be a healthy scratch. He's injury-prone. He's not as good as he was with the Packers. Sometimes I don't have a referees, but yeah. Come on with the tour. Appreciate you, man. I got a 2 with a tour and a bit of space. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the NIU game. Again, this stream, or the NIU, the stream call will only be for today. So you have just today to vote on which game we're doing. Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo. You have today and today only to decide on this one. So just keep that in mind. You have today and today only. As we've got a lot of people in the chat right now. Again, we're at halftime of this game. 10-10. Florida gets the ball to start the second half. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. We're trying to grow this thing, try to get to 100,000 subs. We're close to 70K at this point, which is really, really exciting. And again, I'm assuming a lot of you are here today because of the YouTube TV outage, which, again, it sucks. Absolutely sucks, but I appreciate you being here with me, as I'm going to be doing some live play and color commentary, as I do every single day, and especially every week on College Football Channel. We got 3 games that we are doing. Link with a 20, please shout out Landon Lopez, he's a big fan. All right, I will do that. 20 more if you do 20 jumping jacks. All right, we'll do that. I'll do that. Why not? Which game do you want, Lincoln? I appreciate you a ton. Holy cow, you guys are coming in hot today. This is insane. All right, Kent State, Ball State, or NAU Toledo? Screw it. I've never had this request on stream. We've done a lot. All right, let me get this. Let's clear the space out. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 jumping jacks for the 20 points today. 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. There we go. Appreciate you, Lincoln. There you go. Which game do you want me to do? Kent State, Ball State, or NAU Toledo? Gang, Junior's go set time again when Georgia steps on their opponents scoring right points. Yeah, the problem right now with Florida, the thing that's concerning, I think this bodes very well for Georgia. Because right now, the 10 points Florida has, both drives started in plus territory. Florida has not crossed the 50. When they start in their own territory, they've not crossed the 50 yet. Well, 4 to lower tier opponents, imagine the FA Cup. So, that's concerning for the Gators. You need viewers or so, yep. Want to break during halftime? Because we have a lot of people on stream. I won't rate if we have, like, this many on stream. Live workout in action. Yep, let's get physical. Yeah, shout out Landon Lopez. Shout out to the double L. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the 20. And which game do you want me to do? I'll get you in the call for it. Kent State, Ball State, or NAU Toledo. Like, Lagway looks inconsistent. He's not hitting the throws deep down the field. This bodes very well. Very, very well for Georgia right now. Extremely well, actually. Punch myself in the face. I do that all the time watching the Jaguars play. So, Wimbledon, 6 in League One, lost 2, nothing home to Gateshead. Wow. Whew. Never even heard of Gateshead before. Yeah, Alexander's been a healthy scratch, and now we know why. Yeah, he's not that good. He's not that good anymore. I mean, the Eagles have been aggressive. They made a lot of trades. I mean, we saw the Big C trade earlier. They made about a month ago. All these people, basically YouTube has struck down every stream of this game, and YouTube TV with the outage, a lot of people can't watch this game. So we got a lot more people now that we've had before. And I should know we're gonna be live for the World Series tonight, so be here for that. 8 o'clock Eastern time. We're live for Game 7. I should also note that after that game is done, I do this thing called overtime. Metropolitan Georgia and Auburn money line. Ooh. I did a live money line with North Texas, Texas and Ohio State. I did a live money line at the half of those games. It's like minus 800. It was good, yeah. You know, it's good, especially for halftime right now. Like this is crazy. This will be the most watched stream of all time. This is on pace to become the most watched stream of all time. Like, I will put it this way, in terms of the YouTube analytics, right now, this stream, in terms of how YouTube conducts viewership and whatnot, has every live stream starts out on YouTube? It has, yeah. Like, how about to lose on UGA minus 12.5? I wouldn't be so sure about that. Florida's haven't played well offensively. 69-639 on this stream. How they conduct it. This will probably be the most watched stream of all time. Like, this is nuts. The most watched stream I've ever had in terms of views. Oh, this would be, yeah, this is already number 1. This is already number 1. The current record holder is the LSU stream. Yeah, they're 69.06. Usually about 50 at a time. Usually it's about, depends. NFL, we get about 80 at a time. College, 40 to 50 at a time. Baseball, same thing. I think it was, I know his wife was undergoing pregnancy. I think it was something with that. Because his wife was pregnant. Yeah, this is already number 1. We still have a whole half to go. Because you guys are awesome. And which game do you want, Lincoln? I'll get you on the call for. I appreciate the 20 a ton. I did those jumping jacks too. How many Big Daddy 702 came in chat bit? We're in Vegas, till Bellagio. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Love Vegas. Love Vegas. Love the Venetian. Nice for the channel, girl. I love it too, yeah. It's awesome. CBS Sports Network games, I do get a lot for those, yes. And I get a lot for those because CBS Sports Network, it's very similar where you can't watch the game on YouTube. So that's why we just automatically do CBS Sports Network game. If it's midweek game, CUSA or MAC. So Tuesday, that's why we're doing the UMass game against Akron. And Wednesday, CBS Sports Network is not doing a college football game, so we are doing one of those 2 games on the side. We'll see if the dispute is settled by that point. I would think it would be. Indiana touchdown, 27-10. Maryland lost to Notre Dame to the 12-team playoff field. Should they win? Yes. Yeah, Notre Dame is going to be, I think, number 10. Oh, yeah, Notre Dame was always going to be in the playoff with 2 losses. If with that schedule, Notre Dame, if they ran the table the rest of the way, they would do it. What would the vote be for the late game? Oh, man, I don't even know. The vote would be... So put 30K on SMU plus 12.5. Oh, they're loving life right now. Yeah, Miami's not making the playoffs this year. No chance. Nope. 2 losses regular season, you're done. WWE? I'm not really a wrestling guy. Not really a huge wrestling guy. Yeah, the you make the call options would have been USC, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Georgia Tech, NC State, and Probably Wake Forest, Florida State. Probably win the options. Right, the Cowboys Cardinals stream. Yeah, well, Grossi's stream would blow up. Let's go, Dogs. Let's see. We'll see on that one, Amy. We got 1 minute left till we start the second half. Yeah, that escalated quickly, RFK. That escalated quickly. I was not expecting that with the song. I thought it was hysterical. I was not expecting that. Okay, so let's go, Reginald. Appreciate it tuning in. Like, that came out of nowhere. Any the Titans? No chance. No chance on that. We don't have time right because we have so many on stream. So I just decided we're going to stay on. How Miami can't make the playoff on 2 losses, yet Georgia, Penn State, SMU, and Clemson can. Different schedule. Well, SMU last year, that was that was a conference championship. Okay, Clemson, they won their conference. So Clemson got an automatic spot. So Clemson doesn't count. That's like, how can a team in the NFL make the playoffs with 8 losses? They win the division. Episode alert? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. No, it's not that just we have so many in the chat. I don't raid if we have a lot in the chat, I don't raid. You notice, like, the raids I do, it's like there's 40 in the chat or 30 in the chat. It's not numbers like this. Georgia, advantage against the playoff? Oh, at this point, like 2%, 1%. You're the channel. Thanks for doing the good job here. I appreciate you, ton, Reginald. Appreciate you. You're freaking awesome. I've been fighting to find a place to watch the game while I'm at work. My dad happily wanted to sit at home. I came across you and subscribed so very much. Go Dogs. Appreciate you a ton, Cameron. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, I love doing these games. I love doing play-by-play. I've done announcing in the past. So, just second nature to me. I think Georgia wins this one in the second half. I do think Georgia does their job. But the Gators will get the ball to start. Right, I'll say, yeah, I did right there. They're like farts? I mean, what do you mean, like it's natural fart, but like, do I like smelling them? No. VC driving, but now they got sacked at the 26-yard line. How they not up, Siller? Because it's early. Also, Boston College just turned over on downs. What's a raid? I send my viewers over to a different channel. All right. Yeah, the one quick I can play about farting. That's great. Write it down. Write it down. Yeah, send the viewers to a smaller streamer. All right, here we go. 61% of you on the Dogs. Gators get it to start. 30 down, 30 to go. Ball field at the 1-yard line. Taken to the 15, to the 20. Ball bouncing outside. Space to the 30, 35, and Woodring, the kicker, makes the stop at the 37. Good starting field position here for the Gators. And make sure you hit that notification bell too. Subscribe, but also hit that notification bell because we go live a ton. We go live a ton. Where's he transferred to? Ooh. Yeah, I think he's going to transfer. I could see... If Chambliss doesn't get another year of eligibility, I could see Ole Miss. Wait, I put the wrong poll up. My bad. Lagway, pressure as to avoid the sack. Gets rid of on 1 foot. That's caught, but a gain of 2. At the 40-yard line. Nothing doing for Eugene Wilson. So he's bottled up on the play after making the grab by Zion Branch. I put the wrong poll up. Did not mean to do that. Meant to put C2 Man's poll up. Yeah, you can share with us. Watch the world's, outdoor cocktail party. And, now the put with the annoying Georgia band. That is true. Come on with the tour. All right, we'll do that. Hand off here, ball. He'll get 2, maybe 3, down to the 43. Taken down on the play by Quintavious Johnson. I'll also tell you how the Browns have few Pink Floyd back in the 80s. Yeah, I don't just stream, I post videos. I'm super hardworking. And Ball is limping. Oh no, Ball is limping. Ball is limping. 6-7, I'll do it. Okay, 6-7. There you go. 6-7. There you go. Appreciate you, man. I did the jumping jacks, too. did that earlier. Appreciate you, Gamana. 3rd and 5, Lagway. Middle of the field, slant, tipped, incomplete. Quick 3 and out for the Gators. Again, they have not crossed the 50 today on drives that started in their own territory. And that will do it. Can you add 2 up? More than 2? Yeah, you can do 4. You go up to 4 on the options. Almost a diving pick by Ja'Cory Thomas. Either way, Georgia defense gets the stop. Lagway struggles continue. That's a quick 3 and out. The punt here seems pretty split, Gamana. Fair catch was called for by Branch. Yeah, the controversy video. Well, I thought it was going to some halftime raids, but obviously that does not happen. Yeah, Branch called for fair catch. I don't think Florida recognized that because they took a shot very late. That is the easiest fair catch interference call you're ever going to see in your life. Well, see, he didn't put the hand up, but... Yeah, he put the hand up. Yeah. That was very... Yeah. Yeah, that should be... I mean, that was very late. I mean, there's some where it's like bang, bang, and then there's some like that. Where, yeah, that is very, very bad. 15-yard penalty. Easy call there for the officials. Oh, so they took the 4th down step off the board. Now it's upset alert. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing on that one. I put a poll up. Ball the 26-yard line. $2 go to one of these games because C2 Man said he wanted his dollars going to a vote. Toss here to Frazier. He'll get nothing. Like if it was our fault. Yep. Let's see how you roll. Well, I have like everything recorded. I could probably like edit it during like... I didn't expect this many in the chat. Riley went to Atlanta Lopez Scott in a big breakup. I love farts. 6-7. All right. 6-7. There you go. Riley, which game do you want? I'll get you the call for it. Appreciate you, man. This is one of the weirdest super chats I've gotten, but I'll take it. How do you do, fellow kids? There you go. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Frazier down to the 31, maybe the 32. Miles Graham on the stop. 3rd and 5. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for either Kent State, Ball State, or NAU Toledo. Which game we're doing Wednesday night? You're going to help me decide with your donation which game we're doing. I appreciate you a ton, man. Thank you so much. 3rd down. Notre Dame outright. Notre Dame, Indiana, College Football Playoff round 1. We saw that last year, but that was at Notre Dame, obviously. Right, Kent State, Ball State, putting $2 toward that game from C2 Man's vote. 3rd and 5. 3 of the top, 2 of the bottom. Empty backfield here for Stockton. Florida's going to send 4. Stockton, middle of the field, slant, caught, Branch, 1st down, breaks a tackle. He could go to the 40, 35, 30, and brought down the 27-yard line. Branch. All the way down to the 27. It's a gain of 42. Florida, very good tackling team today, but you miss against a guy like Branch, and he's off to the races. Maybe got screened by the ref. Jordan Castell could not come up there and make the tackle. Took a bad angle because I think part of it was him, part of it was the referee was standing in front of him. Mexico by 5, but we got a good game there. Ball the 27 now back to his left. Handoff, Frazier. And we brought down the 23 up the middle. Gain of 4. Taken down on the play by Bryce Thornton. Oh, my bad. I never switched the ball. My bad. I have the ball. I have the possession indicator. I was going to say just the football shows who has the ball, but I never switched the ball because I am dumb like that. Georgia's got the ball. Brent Keeley for Auburn. Does he get LSU or UF? I don't know. He could. Man, I think he could be gone after this year. To Obama's screen, including Branch in motion. Stockton fakes the screen to Branch, goes deep. Seam, open, touchdown. Back shoulder. Noah Thomas, redemption. Remember that Thomas dropped the ball earlier in the first quarter that resulted in an interception. That time, catches that one. And for Noah Thomas, giving Georgia the lead. His first touchdown of the season. Had 8 last year. Took a while to get his first this year, but does get it there, and Georgia in front. A great start. I remember Black Sabbath right now. Oh, that's good. Minus switch ball. Yep. Division wars negative records making the playoffs. I'm fine with it. I think they shouldn't be allowed to host games, but I'm fine with them making the playoff. I could not refund them, though. That's a YouTube thing. I don't have the power to refund people. Extra point is good. 17-10. Indiana, they just exploded. That game is now over. 17-10. Yeah, I told you. I would not... Well, plus... Georgia plus 13. What... You had minus 13. Plus 13, you were always going to win that one. Again, Florida's not crossed midfield this entire game, except for drives starting in Georgia territory. We've seen that concept so many times, and every time it seems like the defenses have no idea how to stop it. The fake screen goes seam. So the Jaguars play that against the Seahawks. We've seen it so many times. In minus 13. Yeah, I was going to say plus 13. I would have put my life savings on that. And 17-10, a great start for the Dogs. Next time after Game 7, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Game 7. I mean, Maryland, I think they're going to fire their coach in the end of the season. Accidentally put in 500, I'm singing all night Thursday. Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much start my own band at that point. In Maryland, it's getting ugly. We saw it last week with Indiana, or the week before that, where it was close and then the floodgates opened up. Who thinks winning? Leaning toward the Dodgers right now. I got Blue Jays. I always have the Dodgers winning Game 6. Joseph with the tour. Landon Lopez has fired 6-7 times. 6-7. There you go. Which game do you want, Joseph? Appreciate you, man. I don't know who this Landon Lopez guy is, but shout out to him. Because that's a lot of farts in a row. We got another tour. Landon Lopez taking the double L fart all over me. Oh, boy. I should probably get that checked. Probably a medical condition at that point. Probably. Yeah, double L is having quite the day today, apparently. Yeah, talk to your doctor about that. You won't be able to. I get that, yeah. I got it. Nice stream, Mr. Stan Hat. I appreciate you a ton, Georgia. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, I love calling the games. I did announcing back in the day for ESPN Family Networks when I was in college. I love calling games, love football, love sports. My passion for years, and I love it. Bonds with the $5. Appreciate you, man. You guys are coming in hot tonight. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a ton. If I were Freeman, would leave Notre Dame for Texas? I would not. I think he's got a very good thing right now going at Notre Dame. And he's got a good system. The fact that his staff stayed with him, I'm not sure the staff would go to Texas with him. They stayed behind. They didn't go with Brian Kelly. They stayed with him. You got a good thing going at Notre Dame. And you're basically guaranteed a playoff spot every year as long as you do your job. Texas, you're not, because that's scheduled stuff. Negative division where made the playoffs never happened. 94 it almost did, but obviously the strike happened. But the Rangers led the division in the AL West. They were 10 under, 52-62 before the strike happened. World Series is tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. I appreciate you a ton, Bonds. I would not leave Notre Dame. The thing, too, also, is that I have a buddy, like a guy I call games with in college, is he works for a Notre Dame football team. Great friends with him. And he loves Freeman. Loves Freeman. Which game do you want, Bonds? I'll get you on the call for Kent State, Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo. Which game do you want? You guys are insane tonight. I appreciate you guys a ton. Landon Lopez is the most insane by far. Kickoff field at the 10-yard line, taken out to the 20, and stuffed at the 22. Gunnar with a tour. No Lennon boy is our boy from FSU Fart Frat King. I mean, he sounds like the Frat King. Sounds like the Frat King. Sounds like a joy to be around. I'm sure the smell is something I gotta see at some point. What team do you want, Gunnar? I'll get you in the call for it. Appreciate you, man. 5 best Game 7 in history. I mean, 06 Game 7 NLCS with the Cardinals. I would say 2016 Game 7 has to be there. 1960 Game 7. Yankees Pirates. 01 Game 7. D-backs Yankees. And I'll go 97 Game 7. Indians against the Marlins. I think it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's pretty funny. Well, the 21-yard line. The toss here. Ball back out there. We saw him leave earlier on the last drive with a limp. He's back out there, which is good to see, and it's a gain of 5. We also have another tour from Joseph Rogan. Appreciate you, man. Landon Lopez is Ferda at farting. I mean, he sounds like the farting king. I mean, at this point, get the Guinness Book of World Records on line one. Why not? Why not? I know what it means. I know what it means. Appreciate you, Joseph. Appreciate you, Double L. Guys coming hot right now. Just like LL's farts. Ball. Juke move outside. Now cuts back in. That's a first down the 31-yard line. Gain of 5. Have the Saban drip going in every FS program. Had a head coach job offering. What would I want to coach the most? Ooh. If that? I think the best job is probably, I mean, for me, as a Gator fan, I want to do that. But I think objectively the best job is probably Ohio State. Ohio State's probably the best job. The other two are fart. There we go. I love it. I love it. This stream has just evolved as a menace. I love it. Ball stuffed in the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Brought down. Joseph with the fiber. Nick smells Landon Lopez's farts. Which game do you want? Y'all get you on the call for it. So I don't know which one you want. I appreciate you a ton as always. I can smell the farts from here. I mean, it's farting that much. I can smell it in Phoenix. I don't know where Double L lives, but I can smell it down in Phoenix. So, we can all smell it. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his left. As Lagway, pressured, throws it to the sideline, caught the 42-yard line to the 45 and out of bounds to the 46-yard line. It's Sturdivant, his first grab of the day. Gain of 15 as Neil with a tour. Rest in peace, or Rip Butt. Yes, Rip Butt. Amen to that. Rip and Butt. Let's go. Rip and Butt. Ripping a lot of butt tonight. And you want NIU. Perfect. To get you on NIU. Appreciate you, man. Ripping a lot of butt tonight. Absolutely. First down the 46. Thunder from down under. Amen to that. Whew. Thunder from down under. Come from a land down under. Lagway. First down. Fires to the sideline. Incomplete. Waiting for Sturdivant. Wants a flag and not going to get it. Then Riley with a tour. What is happening right now? Well, it was farting in his face. Yeah, I mean, his butt's going to be pretty poopy at this point. It's going to be pretty poopy. I mean, I would assume that much gas, you're probably pretty poopy. Who is it? I have no idea. I have no idea. People just spam it, but I love it. What even is this stream? I have no clue. 2nd and 10. You guys are awesome, though. I know that. KC beat Oakland 81. They would have been Division 1 with a negative record. Yes. Yeah, well, that was a split season. Out route, that's called the 50. And for the first time today, Florida crosses midfield on a drive that's starting their own territory. But hang on, there's a flag on the play. Dallas what's that for the rest of the game? That's a big loss. Yeah, with the so he got hit earlier on the play that got called for targeting. Nice move there by Ball on the out route. Gain of 9, but we do have a flag. It's holding, so back it up. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, OT's going to be very interesting tonight. We're going to do OT tonight. We will do OT. Is Chaz drunk? Yeah, it's like lactated Dawn. It's like when people were donating to the charity. They were donating, and they were just writing stories about who they were, like Trey Lance. Consecutive every game ready to start on the opposite side of the calendar. Yep. It's 6 months away, baby. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Direct snap, Lagway. QB draw to the 45. Lagway with the 50. He's got the first down. And Lagway, still on his feet, trucks his way out of bounds to the 38-yard line. Oh, yeah, no, I don't think it's going to. Because of Fox. I don't think so. Do I keep it? So I invest it back into the studio. To buy more helmets, to increase my setup. I invest back in. Not JFK with the 5. Appreciate you, man. Children, both of you. Oh, man. Which game do you want, JFK? Appreciate you, man. Hello there, children. Hey, chef. Hand off here. First skip to Katie Daniels today out the 35-yard line before he's sticking down the play. You know, Justin Green on the stop. Florida in business after that long one by Lagway. About 30 yards on that one on the QB power. 7 minutes to go in the third. Which game do you want, JFK? I appreciate you a ton. This has been a wild stream. CJ on the 5, the Landon Lopez. Super Track count for 5 votes. Ball State. God bless Landon Lopez. God bless Landon Lopez. Frat king of wherever he's from. I salute you, young man. Or old man. Because farting has no age limit. Daniels. Down to the 31. I get you on Ball State. It's a triple. 3rd and 2. I get that, Neil. I completely get that. It's very different. I thought I was done with the single request. Yes. Viewership record on stream. Concurrently, this will set a record. Yes. This stream will set a viewership record for the most viewers. Now, in terms of our peak, the peak was 2,100 at one point. Not this stream. Daniels up the middle. Needed 2. Got 2. Down to the 29-yard line. Good drive here for the Gators. Longest drive today. And they're in field goal range of the 29-yard line. I think this is pretty funny. I think this is pretty funny. Not going to lie. Five-minute drive, 50 yards on the clock. Or, wow, 50, wow. Not 50 yards on the clock. 50 yards on the drive. Got 5 minutes off the clock. I cannot speak right now. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Oh, that sucks, Yamana. Play action here, Lagway. Hasn't thrown a lot this drive. Gonna take a shot to the end zone here. Never turned around, and there's the PI call. Ball is able to draw it. Easy call there. Raylan Wilson on the coverage. And he never turned around for the ball. Yeah, Pog on that one, yep. It helps, like right now, YouTube TV with ESPN, they're blocking all the streams, so a lot of people do that. Let's see. How's it going, Zarek? I know pick 6 there. Have I heard the band Flyleaf? I've not. Sword 2 SpongeBob? They make Sword 2 SpongeBob? I've not. No, I've not seen those. I've not seen a lot of Sword 2 videos. I've never heard of Flyleaf. SpongeBob Sword 2, I'm intrigued. You piqued my interest. Jared Alexander trade. He's watched at this point. But you know what, the Eagles, they got a lot of draft picks, lower draft picks. Might as well take a flyer on one. Why not? Why not take a flyer on people? It's a pick swap. I mean, he was not good with the Ravens. I don't think he's got much left in the tank, but why the heck not? Lagway keeps himself. They're faking the sweep, and he will only get a yard before he's brought down by Zion Branch. And for Surprise, oh, I can't wait. I'm back, clean up on the YouTube volleyball. Seems that way. Couldn't find the game anywhere. This is a fun alternative. You're so knowledgeable and enthusiastic. Thanks. I appreciate you, Nick. Yeah, I stream all the time. I stream every single day on the channel. We do college football, NFL. I do 3 college games a day for Saturday. Not tonight. We're doing 2 games, but we're only, because of the World Series, we're going to do World Series tonight. Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football. We do Tuesday night, Wednesday night college football, Friday night college football, college basketball, Olympics. We do everything. Amana with a donation, with a membership, and we also have Lincoln with a tour. Nick and Landon Farncon to 6'7". 6'7", there we go in the flat. Ball makes the grab, can't break the tackle. Brought out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Yeah, that'll be an interesting concept. I mean, do we want to see a bloodbath? The problem is that it'd be too easy. It'd be too obvious. We know Landon's gonna win that one. I mean, Landon's a king. He'll beat everyone. Like I don't want to do like hypothetical matchups, but like that would be an easy hypothetical. But Amana gifting, and Chad gets this one as a member. Chad, you get a local perk. Save the Druid members, Canadian students, and emojis in the chat. Can I mod? I mean, I don't have mods. I don't have mods. This stream is wild. This chat's wild, but I like it because I don't ban people. Like, I only ban bots, so I don't really like see the need for mods. For me, at least. 3rd and 5. Lagway fakes the pass on the out route. Now going back of the end zone. Was he held? He was. TJ Abrams getting wrapped around the jersey, and that will be PI. Ball will be at the 2-yard line. I appreciate you linking on that one. And then Gamana, I'll get you on the Toledo game. So 2 penalties by Georgia extending this stride. And that looked like an easy call as Abrams was getting wrapped around. Joseph with a tour. Is Nick or Landon winning the farting contest? I mean, that's like asking, is Bama going to beat Eastern Illinois? It's like very, very obvious. We know that Landon's going to win the contest. I mean, it's very obvious. Landon could beat anyone. I mean, he could beat Jesus himself. Hit over the middle. That's the touchdown. Ball. SB with the TD. Or JB with a TD. Jaden Ball. Gonna tie this game up. A 7-minute drive. They go down the field in Florida, an extra point away from tying this up. And good with a 2 for 27. Kreslava kids. I mean, you never know. You never know. I appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want? Oh, no, I get that. I get that sometimes. No, believe me, I get it. With the white shirt and the glasses, I get it. I get it. You're good. Mind, everyone's being a mommy and sisters. People just banning each other. Extra point here to tie this game. You guys are coming in hot tonight. I love you guys a ton. Extra point right to the middle. 3:37 to go in the third. Florida, after going 3 and out the first drive number 2 this half, a lot better. They answer the Georgia touchdown with a touchdown of their own. And now the Dogs get it back. We got a good one down in Duval. The last cocktail party in Jacksonville before 2028. Oh, no, I completely get it. I completely get it. Rowland Tour. They must enjoy P67. Landon wins far. Yeah. Oh, Landon wins far contest. It's easily. The Neil Donato Tour. Deep, booming, echoing, voluminous toilet bowl farts. Those are the best kind of farts. Ones that rattle you. The ones that you can hear the echo on. Oh, yeah. That's when you know. That's when you know. Let's go LIVESTREAM. Lost that love and feeling. Minnesota choking this away. Can't make it. Far too simple. It's ridiculous how much the team sucks. Yeah, Minnesota. It's all falling apart, it seems like. All falling apart, unfortunately, for them. Next, we played Atlanta and Tampa. They're doing renovations on the stadium, so they're going to Atlanta and they're going to go to Tampa. Game should not be close. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Now, granted, I think Georgia should have had 3 more points because that false start was a crap call on Bobo. Florida clearly jumped in the neutral zone. But, look, Florida's got 10 points off of 2 drives to start in plus territory. They've only got 7 points on drives to start in their own territory. Florida has not crossed the 50 today outside of this last drive on drives to start in their own territory. Does Miami lost this covering for Chris Paul leaving the Ducks? It's covering for a lot, yeah. It's covering for a lot. Yeah, but they're going to go Atlanta and Tampa. I'm surprised about Tampa. I thought it'd be Atlanta for 2, or a home and home potentially, but we'll see what happens on this drive for Georgia. Why are they against that? Yeah, I think they're just the money involved. I think it's more about the money, and Georgia and Florida each get a split versus 1 year you would only get one piece of the pie. They did that back in 93, 94. So they did it before when they when the Gator Bowl was being renovated into what was Jackson Municipal Stadium. So that's what happened. Everything is awesome, baby. Yep. Awesome game. First UF for Georgia game this year. Our $50 subscription was cut. Missed one hell of a game other than Tight Sports Series. Can't wait. I appreciate it a ton, Mark. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I do live play color commentary for every single game that we do. So I love doing this. We do 3 games a day for college football. We're going to be live for the World Series tonight, so hopefully you stick around for that one. I'll set up a stream for that. Florida played ASU football in recent years, regular season or bowl game. I know they have a home and home scheduled in a few years. In recent years, they never played each other. But they have a home and home scheduled. Well, I think, yeah. I mean, Wisconsin, I don't think Wisconsin is any good. I think you'll beat Wisconsin. At home, I think you'll beat Wisconsin. Are we signing off early? Well, I'm not signing off early. No, he said we're going to be live for the World Series. No, we're not signing off early. Not even close. No, are you kidding me? No, this game is still going on. Taylor Law was the first to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl in G-sharp major. Okay. Ooh. I know Whitney was that. Is it Whitney? It can't be Whitney. It can't be that long. I'm going to guess Whitney, though. That's like the first thing that comes to mind is Whitney. Well, the 25-mile touchback. And Georgia going to get the 25-yard line. So far, Billy Gonzalez, interim coach for the Gators. What a statement first win this would be. Yeah, that'd be a good site. Yes, it is. Majority live real update, not animatronic, non-Jacksonville Light Blue Stadium. It's going to be, a lot of AI stuff in AI. Oh, yeah, we messed around with AI a lot, and, it's amazing how much they get wrong. It really is incredible. Soundway to Houston? Give yourself a 75th coordinator? Yeah, they just got rid of Napier. Backstreet. Oh, man. Was that? I thought that was F sharp major. Let me listen. I thought that was F sharp. Let me double check on that one. Let me check. Hang on. G sharp or A flat? I mean, they're both the same. They're the same thing. Wait, hang on. Yeah, 800 people here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I didn't want to double check. I mean, I haven't listened to Anthem in a while. I thought, if I remember correctly. I thought that was C sharp. Hang on. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah, that was C sharp major. That was C sharp. Yeah. Yeah, that was C sharp. I'll double check, yeah. I'll double check. But yeah, that was C sharp major. I was like, I don't remember them doing that. So remember, the highest note was A flat. My friend Jack Stillbrook is from the city. No, I'm from New York. I live in Phoenix. I mean, they'll have to figure out how we close the loophole, got mono. They'll have to figure out how to close the loophole. Feels like Atlanta would be a good site. At the very least, alternate with Duval. There you go. Yep. Although I love it just in Jacksonville. I love it just there. It's what we got. Yeah, but wait, that's stupid. So only have someone doing 500? No, probably not. No, I mean, World Series is too important. Did you carry Underwood, Lady Gaga, F sharp? Yeah, Lady Gaga was F sharp. Carrie Underwood, Dixie Chicks, I don't recall off the top of my head. I perfect pitch, yes. I perfect pitch. So, if you name a note, I can sing the note. Like I do of that. I wouldn't be as dumb about it. That is true. Yep, they'll have to figure out a way to close the loophole. Base side with a 5 fire Paul Gunther. Yeah, the defense is not good right now for UNLV. It's not good. Which game do you want, Base Tug? I appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call. Kent State, Ball State, or NIU Toledo? Which game do you want? But yeah, I stream a ton on the channel. I do play-by-play color commentary on college football games, NFL, college basketball. Like, this is the place. The place to be. First up, 24/7. Wow. Let's go into the Kelly buyout for Louisiana Governor. Nice. Fell press for perfect pitch. Let's go. No. Only current starting quarterback who's last time we saw the letters in the word Halloween. Ooh. Only current starting quarterback. Oh. Man. Only current starting quarterback. Josh Allen. A-L-L-E-N. Vote? All right, put 2 vote. Perfect. Yeah, A-L-L-E-N. That's the winner. Yeah, Mariah Carey is Steve Frosting as we speak. I'm going to spot on form use get a major. Oh, yeah. You can tell. Yeah, say light star fight, yeah. Grow mustache in November. You do not want to see me with a mustache. I promise you. You do not want to see it. Let's go. Ball the 25-yard line here. Man in motion is Branch. One the top, one the bottom. Back to his left. It's a bad snap. Stockton picks it up. And will have to eat the play at the 13-yard line. It was a bad snap, and Bryce Thornton sacks him. 2nd and 22. Georgia in the house. There we go. Yep. You know, I was like all-state choir. I was like, I do this thing too where I sing at karaoke. I'll do $50. Any song you want me to with a live band. I post it on Twitter. 2nd and 21. Going to hand it off to the side. And nothing doing. Loss of 1. Bowen stopped by Sharif Denson. Someone in the chat can do it. I mean, I know what key it's in. It's in G major. I know that one. It's in G major. I'll put the $5 from base to go into Kent State, Ball State. And this is the only day to vote on this to make the call. Only day to vote on this one. They must have time for 5 Franklins. I don't think my parents would like that. I don't think my parents would be like that. Right, Saints here the same note, yes. Stockton fires incomplete on the out route. Quick 3 and out, looking for Lucky. Would have been sure the 6 either way. And Thornton, what a drive he had. Got the sack, gets the pass break up there, and the Dogs left the punt. Yeah, usually the rule of thumb, Neil, is Brave. Whatever note Brave is the key. That's the note. Whatever note Brave is the key. We're 12 is Brady, Bradshaw, Namath, Staubach, Rodgers. Come on, Mateo. Appreciate you, man. Let's think about the other ones. Bounced at the 39-yard line, and we'll be down to the 38. Good punt there by Thorson. 51 yards, and Florida takes over. Near midfield after a 3-and-out. Real Jags and Gators fan. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. I basically have that. Yes, I do. Yeah, step it up for real. Yeah, great punt there. It was kind of I'm not gonna lie, Cujo. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of weird. And then Greasy, and then Stabler. Yep. C2 man got it. C2 got it. I lost my train of thought during the punt. But yeah, diehard Jaguars fan. Been that way since 2005. Big Jaguars fan. Like, I don't stream Jaguar games. I can do Gator games. I don't stream Jaguar games. I would lose my mind. Like, I would legit like not be able to focus or breathe. Like, it's bad. Like, Jaguars come first at everything. Lagway, play action, fires. Caught at the 45-yard line down to the 43. Eugene Wilson, what a game he's having. Had the touchdown earlier and in triple coverage. Somehow comes down with it for a gain of 19. Mosses the defenders. And now Florida just 1 first down away from field goal range. What a drive there. What a quarter they're having, I should say. They answered Jordan's touchdown on the first with a touchdown of their own. And then they answered Jordan's touchdown on the third with a touchdown of their own. And here they go at the 43-yard line. 90 seconds to go in the third. Louisville came back. Oh, wow. To the top, one the bomb. They're right in this thing. Screen pass Wilson. Gets a block from his wideout. And he'll get a couple down to, we'll say, the 37-yard line. Nishawn Montgomery on the block there. Brings up 2nd and 5. It's a great block by the wide receiver. Always a tough play because not only do you have to make the block, but you can't make it too early. Otherwise, it's a penalty. Second and 5. One at the top in the pistol here now. 2 at the top of the screen. Lagway takes it, hands it off to Daniels. And he'll get stuffed at the line. Maybe got 1, but initial hit there by Raylan Wilson. Also on that, Nnamdi Ogboko. Brings up 3rd and 5. Right, Waddle, yeah, they're listening to offers. I think the Jaguars are desperate. Brian Thomas, you don't know if he can catch the ball at this point. Obviously, Travis Hunter out. We're looking for a receiver. I think the Jaguars trade for Waddle. Bless you, homie, because being a Jags and true Jags fan is rough. Oh, it's been rough my whole life. Yep. And I've never lived in Jacksonville, so I have no one to even, like console with on this. There's a half-second difference. They do not have to get a playoff if they don't want to. We'll see if they do. The ACC, they're just cannibalizing each other. Only legal number to never be worn by a starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. Ooh. Is it 11? I'm trying to think on that one. That's a great question. That's a great question. Is it 11? I'm going to guess it could be 6. 6 is a good pick, too. Yeah, I'm probably blanking on someone. Right, they better not look down team from Louisville. I never did. I told you. I thought Louisville was going to be a darn good team this year. I like their coaching situation, and I do like my trade for Leggett. We're not that desperate. We're not that desperate. I don't use green in the uniform. They've tried green, it doesn't work. Orange and blue work a lot better. Yeah, no, it feels like, found since day one. Yep, Sims was 11. Yep, Sims was 11. It was 6, yep. We got a lot of people in the chat right now. Again, if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, vote in that poll. Who you think wins this one? Georgia or Florida? Again, we will be live later tonight for the World Series between the Jays and the Dodgers. Winner take all. First Game 7 since 2019. We will be live for that. I got the bot. Again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell as well because we are live a lot on this channel. I stream all the time. We have an overtime stream after the World Series game is done where I can just mess around and answer your questions. Can we get the defense together? Probably not. I mean, Warren Sapp is not a good coordinator or not a good coach. I got to put green jersey stops for the utilization. Nah. Orange and blue are iconic look. Iconic look. You can't mess around with that. Some shockers in the SEC. Ooh. Very nice for Game 7 as a Red Sox fan. Oh, it's going to be a crazy game. It's one of the most anticipated baseball games in years. Green jersey, blue number, orange helmet, orange pin. I have to see a mock-up of how that would look. I don't know how that would look. Yeah, it's been a while since we heard about it, yeah. Had 2 6s lose in the conference championship. Yep. Right, Cutler lost, and then Sanchez lost. Yeah, the base run to end the game last time was ordered off Timu. I don't know what Barger was doing. That ball wasn't even going to be... Even if it dropped, you're not going to score on that. You're not scoring on a shallow play to left. Why are you sitting on the bag like sitting so far away from the bag like that? I don't get it. Bad base running. All the way. Bad base running all the way on that one. And we're going to start the fourth quarter in just a little bit. Our commercial right now. A great sports day all around. Yep. Great sports day all around. Yeah, I wonder if Flex seats are warming up a little bit. I do have to wonder if it's warming up a little bit. Wake Forest, Florida State. Yeah, I can't trust FSU right now. I'll take FSU, but it's not confidently. Slam pass, and that is broken up incomplete. 54% on the Dogs to win. And now decision time here for the Gators. 4th and 4 in plus territory. Might be long for a field. It'll be a 55-yard try. Lagwitz had a rough day, but you can't blame him on that one. Off the hands of T.J. Abrams. Off his chest, and Shane Beaver staying in South Carolina. It's a rough coaching search right now. He could stay, because right now there's so many openings. Well, they're going to try the field goal. Trey Smack. Hit from 22 last time. This one, 55. His long this year is 56. High snap, gets it down, kick is up, and it is perfect. Smacks that through the uprights, and the Gators lead by 3. Smack, 4 for 5 this season from 50 plus. It's rare you see a kicker this accurate from that long distance in the college ranks, but up by 3. I think Jaguars straight for Waddle. I think Waddle or Myers is going to be one of the two. He came 7 for 2016 more or less for obvious reasons. Yep. Pick could make a run. They could make a playoff run. It's a tough schedule for that, but they could make a run if they take care of business. What Miami did was amazing. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Trey Sack, Will Smith's favorite kicker. Yep. There you go. 20-17. No, anything he says, like, 90% of the things are completely fake. But it is true they are considering offers for Waddle. That is true. They are considering offers for Waddle. They didn't trade him to the Bills. Emil Preston for a kicker? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, a guy that's this accurate and this good, yeah, he'll get some looks. If I care about sports 2016, would have been excited for Game 7. I watched them with a Cubs fan. That was quite the experience. Kickoff return to the 20. And brought down there. Georgia down by 3. Okay, Waddle has not been traded to the Bills, but they are looking at offers for him. That part is true. Next one is Oregon automatic loss. Western, iffy. Wisconsin could go. Yeah, could be weird. Being a little angry. Yeah, I'm surprised by this. No trade has been confirmed. Kuja just does that sometimes. Home straight to the Lakers. Yes. If I look right there, yep. And then Love goes for 97, like he did in the playoff against Indiana. That should put that one on ice. Won the top 2 of the bomb. Back to his right. Branch in motion here. Again, Georgia has won every game in this series since 2020. 7 of the last 8. Their last 4 have been won. And that's a bad throw to Delp. Down the sideline. Got behind the linebacker. Would have had acres of space. Instead, Stockton misses 2nd and 10. That could have been a touchdown. A better throw, that's a touchdown. He got behind Flowers and got behind Graham. And instead, 2nd down. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right, branch in motion to the top of the screen. Now he's in the backfield, motions again to the bottom. Fake the give, it goes to Branch on the side, and Florida's there to make the stop. Gain of just 3. 3rd and 7. But it hasn't set a bats. That's banana ball. Yeah, Florida was a good team in 2020, and then the shoe happened. Then Marco Wilson did that. Yeah, but that was a good team. I mean, you had Trask to Pitts. I mean, that was unstoppable. No, one fans will not like Seattle Washington game on national TV, so no. Well, Trask, I mean, his arm strength isn't the best. I'm not surprised. And he's not that mobile. That's the other thing, too. You gotta have some mobility. 2017, score is updated. 3rd and 8, they send 5. Stockton sacked at the 16-yard line. Brought down by George Gums. And they'll go 3 and out. I think you might be behind, RC. You might be a bit behind in the chat. Or your stream might have reset accidentally, because the score's updated. It's 2017. Stockton pressured on the play. There was pressure coming on the left side. Monroe Freeling got destroyed by Gums, who's having a very good game. And Jordan got to punt this ball away just outside their own end zone. Riley with the 2. What do I know about Lanalopa's 6'7" fart? I know that it is... I mean, I smell it out here. I know it's a big one. The punt returned to the 30, and ball will be brought down the 33-yard line. Thorson's having a great game so far. 49 yards of net. Florida ball to 33 when we get back. Mr. Logan, thank you for the channel. Main alert, fan, subscriber. Appreciate you handling business. I appreciate you a ton, Kenneth. Means a lot to me. Means a lot to me. I love calling these games. I love messing around with you guys on stream, announcing the games. I've done it before, so I love doing this here. Yeah, I know the fart was legendary. I know it was iconic, and I know I will... The streets know. The streets remember. Earliest step of the latest start something the holiday season? November 1st. For me, it's November 1st. How's it going, Son Goku? Roll Tide, roll. High Tide, baby. High Tide. Syracuse and the Clemens are their worst loss. Still celebrating. As you should be. As you should be on that. We have over 900 in the chat right now. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out on the channel. So we try and grow this thing even more. We're going to be live for the World Series later tonight. Be sure you're here for that. 8 o'clock Eastern time. Blue Jays, Dodgers, Game 7, you know it. Winner take all. Jays looking for the first title in 32 years. Dodgers trying to go back-to-back. First team to go back-to-back since the Yankees back in the 2000s. We will see what happens tonight. But we got this game to finish first. And man, what a good game it's been. Florida allowed an opening drive touchdown. Figured this was going to be a nightmare. Instead, Florida, 20 of the last 30 points have been scored by the Gators. They've scored 10 straight. We got a good finish here down in Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm a November 1st kind of guy. I think I'm like an election day kind of guy. After election day. Great show. First time still here. Appreciate you, Brisket. Appreciate you, man. I'm assuming a lot of people are here because I can't watch the game on YouTube. Either because ESPN's cracking down the streams, YouTube TV, or a little bit of Combo A, a little bit of Column B. But I'll be doing live play, color commentary, keep you updated on everything as it's taking place. And again, we're live every single night. Streaming college football. We're streaming the NFL, college basketball, Olympics, baseball. We do everything on the channel. We stream every single day. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the notification bell too so you know that when we go live, because we do a lot of different streams for calling events, and this is the place to be for it. Clem's embarrassment to sports should be sent to the shared electric. I don't know about that, but Dabo right now with the way he talks to the press. Terps have quit going for on 4th and they punted. Yep, that's admission defeat. There you go. Wave the white flag. CMA's music on during Halloween. Should have put Halloween music on the past weeks before that. So Halloween, the one day you listen to Halloween music, you don't listen to Halloween music. That makes no sense to me. It's like Christmas Eve putting on regular music after listening to Christmas music the past 2 months. All good, C2. Good night, enjoy Game 7. It should be a fun one. Should be a fun game. And hopefully you guys can stay with me on stream for that. As this is by far the most watched stream in the history of this channel. In terms of viewers, So sorry, YouTube did some math. 99,000. Oh, good, Hipco. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You may have more recruits, maybe. I mean, this stream has been nuts. You guys are awesome. Can Florida pull off the upset here? 13 minutes ago, plenty of time. If they can go down the field, they take 5-6 minutes off the clock, get a touchdown, it becomes a very interesting ballgame. Lagway in the flat on play action. That's caught to the 40. And out of bounds to the 41. Pushed out of bounds is Wilson. That's a duck underneath the tent. Being pushed out there by DeMello Jones. Again, no Bolden. He got ejected for targeting earlier in the game. Got mono with a 3-er. Back in the 1 spot. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Resilient. Resilient. Oh, I'll never forget the OGs. Are you kidding me? I'll never forget the OGs. Again, I feel like some of this is temporary because of the YouTube TV, but there you go. Handoff here. That's going to be enough for the first. Ball down to the 45. And I can't hold biggest cocktail player alive. Yep, let's do it. 5 years too long. Does feel that way. Florida, you're going to be playing a lot of clock here. Clock is stopped, speaking of which. Fly back on top. There you go. Here close. Local Borka. Signal 7 trouble. Oh, that sucks. For you over the AFC commentary people anyway. I appreciate that a ton. Yeah, Tessa Torque can be an acquired taste. I get that. Mississippi State, it's crazy. I thought for the ASU game they'd be pretty good, but bad coaching. I mean, the Texas game they should have won. The Florida game they should have won. In the flat, caught. Gain of 9. Same play they ran on first down. And it's Sturdivant, a second grab of the half. Make it 2nd and 1. Georgia, if they lose this game, they're in trouble. They cannot afford to lose to Texas or Georgia Tech. 3 losses to Georgia, I don't think gets in. 2 losses to get in. 2 losses before the championship game, I should say. Handoff here, ball bounced outside, cuts back in, and down at the 39-yard line. Taken down on the play by Ja'Cory Thomas, but we know Smack's range, and now you're in range at the 39-yard line. Can Florida make it a 2-score game? We have an injured Georgia player. Gonna stop the clock for the moment. Someone with his knees. DeMello Jones. So already this secondary for the Dogs. KJ Bolden ejected for targeting. DeMello Jones now in some serious pain, flailing his legs. Oh, and he is really in pain. He turns over and he just starts like shaking that leg. It does not look good. I don't know how he got injured, but he is down. We will take a quick break as a result. We have 1,100 watching right now. Battle between a team that has back-to-back World Series, 4 team home and back-to-back tonight. Yep, there you go. Holy cow, guys. You guys are insane. Again, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Really helps out on the channel. Again, if you are a member, we have emojis in the chat. You can choose for either one of these teams, whether you're a fan of Georgia or Florida. We have emojis in the chat. We also have flag emojis. Every time there's a flag from the referees, we got, if you like your favorite cartoon characters, we got some Simpsons emojis in there as well. We've got a lot in there. Vegas Play, hope it's done. They cannot afford to lose the rest of the way. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. I'll put it that way. Wait, Georgia lose to Florida? I mean, that's what I thought going into this game, but apparently other ideas. I thought, especially after it got to 7-0, I was stunned by that. Got a Pat the Pelican emoji as well. Yep, the classic cartoon from the 1950s. My classic, I mean, one of the worst cartoons of all time. Yeah, I hate that just people are stuck in the middle of this. That's what I hate, but it does work for the stream. I will say that. I will say that. Again, make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Make sure that you don't miss a single stream every time that we go live, because we go live a lot on this channel, and I appreciate all you guys for love and support here. Thanks for making this the most watched stream in the history of this channel. And we still got a long ways to go in this game. 11.5. Billy Oldham's probably a good recruit. Oh, I don't think it was part of a scandal. I mean, we saw it when he was with Louisiana. He took an intentional safety with 90 seconds to go at his own 40-yard line. I don't think, like, he's not a good game manager. I think he's just stubborn. He's just not the smartest guy. Yeah, 1st and 10. Yes, it's 1st and 10. We have an injured player. That's the thing. DeMello Jones is down. for him. To heck with Dizzy anyway. I like the Parks. I like the Parks a lot. Today I picked Florida, just sent something in the air, so listen to my gut. Listen to your heart, as Roxette said back in 1989. Every possible weakness to come with Stitch. Release that? No, we're not releasing that. No, releasing them. We'll keep it like this. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Ball to 39 after the injury to Jones. And again, usually we call 3 college football games every Saturday. Tonight we're making an exception because of the World Series. Yeah, the more this happens, yeah. Well, it's more about ESPN striking down the streams. That's really what it comes down to. ESPN is striking down anyone that's doing these games. This is going to force their copyright. Play action Lagway. Oh, he's got plenty of time. Clean pocket, steps up though, escapes a clean pocket. And Nnamdi Oboko on the stop at the line of scrimmage, second down. Belichick first comments win on Halloween. There you go. About time. They've been playing better as of late. I will say they're playing better. They probably should have won against Cal. Was for the fumble. They had Virginia at the ropes. They're playing better. ABC feed glitching out right now too. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Governor getting involved with LSU search. Yeah, it went from the best job to one of the worst in like a nanosecond. QB draw. Lagway got 33 on this last time. He's going to get a nice gain here to the 30-yard line. He'll get 9. 3rd and 1. Wayne Tillman 0-1 the day. Yeah, Delaware, rough day today. Rough day there. Florida wins today. They have to consider the interim coach potentially become permanent. No, you don't take that chance. No. They win today. No, you're not doing it. You're going to throw the bag at Kiffin. Now, if you don't get Kiffin or Key, different story. But for the most part, if you don't get Kiffin or Key, that's a little bit different. Ball up the middle, first down to the 27. Florida taking time off this clock. J.J. Han on the stop. J.J. Hanning on the stop. Gain of 4. Kevin Garrett's making a 2-score game. Indiana 55-10. Holy cow. Yeah, I turned that game off a long time ago. And if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out a ton on the channel. 10.5 to go. Down in Jacksonville, Florida. Looking to pull up the upset. They're driving just outside the red zone here at the 26. Yeah, I'd say like 1% chance. It's going to be, they're going to throw the bag at Kiffin. I wouldn't say 0 because you never know how the search could go, but I think it's basically non-existent. Motion is Eugene Wilson. Hand him up the gut. He's got some space, and that is Daniels in the red zone, down to about the 19-yard line. Gain of 8 before he's taken down on the play by, I believe, Gabe Harris, number 0 on that one. There's Harris with the tackle. It was going to be a first down if it wasn't brought down by the legs. 2nd and 2. 9.5 to go. In the pistol. One top, one the bottom. Taking some time off the clock here. Lagway. Just slow things down. No reason to rush. Now they'll send the tight end in motion. Is Livingston. They'll give it off. Daniels brought down behind the line. Nothing doing. C.J. Allen. As Daniels was too slow to reverse field. We're seeing a lot more Daniels today. Ball got injured earlier. Came back in, scored a touchdown, but Daniels only had 4 carries last game against Mississippi State. He's got a lot of carries today this second half. It's a Florida team that is not a good running team outside of Ball. Ball is the only player with over 100 yards rushing this season. Right now, LSU going to lose their 8. Yeah, it's a mess right now. Best Florida team at the moment? I'd say Florida. I would definitely say Florida. Don't care his rank. This game is always a fight. Always a fight. Gotta love the cocktail party. Especially last time in Jacksonville for a little bit. 3rd and 2. QB draw. Lagway. Stuffed. And the ball came out. The ball came out. Ref says he was down at the 18-yard line. Lagway gets a yard, and now you got a decision here. Do you go for it? Well, first off, we have to see if this is a fumble or not. Was he down? He is down, yeah. Ground calls the fumble. He's down. He's down. Right call there by the officials. He was down. They're going to review this play. I'll put a poll up. I don't think this is changing. Original call was he was down by contact. Again, the ground cannot cause the fumble. And looked pretty clear on that one that the ground caused the fumble. Knee wasn't down, but when the ball comes out, he's got control. Then the knee comes down. The elbow's down. Every body part's down. You do, yeah, absolutely, Big Stuck. Yeah, the season, it started off so well, and now it's just falling apart. Yeah, Kevin leaving Ole Miss for the bad game in with a higher tier team, and if Florida wins, career still positive? Absolutely. I mean, Florida's the one place he would go, I think. Florida's the one place because that holds sentimental value to him. Especially with his wife. Holds sentimental value. So the question's not going to be whose ball's it. I think it's very obvious it's not a fumble. But do you go for it here? You could make it a 6-point game. Force Georgia to go downfield, get a touchdown. Or you need 1 yard, could get the first. Again, your running game has not been great today outside of Ball, but Ball is not out there. Who I think wins? I think Florida. I think Florida gets the first. Then by the ground calls on the fumble? Well, that doesn't make sense because the ball is literally in his hands, and then when he hits the ground, it still is in his hands, and then he's down. Yeah, I think Florida, if they get the first down here. I think if Florida kicks, Georgia wins. But if Florida goes for and gets the first down. Oh, you're going to try hedging back to one John Batiste? Yeah. You know, Man West broadcast, you never know with those. You never know. Yeah, Stockton's been iffy today. Yeah, calls up hell, no surprises there. Virginia at Cal. I'm going to go Virginia. I'm going UVA on that one. Ranked CSUP top 5 Division 2 cowards. Yeah, we got a lot. 4th and 1, and will they, if they score a touchdown, they have a really good chance. Yeah. They're going to go for it. They're going to leave the offense on the field. They will leave the offense on there. 8 minutes to go. One on the top, one on the bottom. Back to his left. Lagway. Hands it off. Up the gut. He's short. He is short. And Georgia will take over on downs. He is short. Dogs, get it back. Oh, I don't think he's short. I think I know he's short. I don't think that was close. I don't think that was remotely close. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. He needed to get to the 17, and the ball is behind the 18. Why are they measuring this? The ball was at the 18. It's now behind the 18. You need to get to the 17. Why is this even a measurement? You went backwards. And it's ball on that one. Why is there even a measurement? It's Georgia ball. Like, I'm not even going to pull a poll up. I mean, he went backwards. Why do we need to if it wasn't a first down before, why do we need to measure it now if he went backwards? He's literally behind the original line of scrimmage. Why is this a measurement? Why is that a measurement? He literally went backwards. That's like not trying a 53-yard field goal because it's too far. They get called for a delay of game, and they can try a 58-yard field goal. Like, it's... What? How's it going, Jake? Appreciate you tuning in. Either way, Georgia ball. No surprises there. Yeah, Sharks are starting to play a lot better. Alexander trade, he's washed. But you know, the Eagles have assets to burn. Why not? No risk. Doing something in IU Maryland, 55-10. Yeah, it's bad. Pickett's ranked next week? They could. I think Iowa gets ranked. NBC. Yeah, it wasn't just clearly short. He literally went backwards. Like, the ball was placed further back in the original line of scrimmage, which was not a first down. Georgia's got it. New life for them. Frazier tries to bounce outside, and he will get nothing. Brought down at the line by Miles Graham. Brings up 2nd down. Yeah, if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. Yeah, no milestones set tomorrow. Yeah, Iowa should be ranked. I'm with you on that one. I thought it should be ranked over the Minnesota game. North Texas could get ranked potentially. It's going to be tough, but yeah. Indiana cannot win the Big 12 now. Garrison, field game, why go for it? Because the idea is that, no, the field goal kicker is great. Trey Smack's incredible. He hit from 55 earlier today. The idea is you need 1 yard. You get 1 yard, you're in the red zone, you get the 1 yard, then you can get a touchdown potentially, make it a 2-score game. They send 4, Stockton. Also, your defense playing well, that they're starting inside their own 20. It's not just a run out of bounds, eat the sack. 3rd and 10. GT is winning. They say Virginia's a threat. Louisville's a threat too. Yeah, absolutely. Duke's a bull, yeah. No, AC is wide open. It's wide open. How's it going, Elder? Appreciate it, man. New subscriber here for Gonzalez. When someone wins the SC Championship, wins bowl game. Well, that's different. He's not going to make the SC Championship. They have too many losses in conference play. But, I mean, if that happens, that's a different story. If he somehow wins the SC Championship and make the playoff, I mean, that's a whole different story here. It's a whole different story if he, like, makes the playoff. Stockton, middle of the field, open, call the 35, and down to the 37 goes Branch. Before he's taken down by Graham. I appreciate you a ton, Elder, for tuning in. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Yeah, Gonzalez, the odds he gets the job are 1%. You would have to take a catastrophe of a coaching search for him to get the job. Having last night's game 6 with the ball stuck in the wall. It's the right call. Again, if it's wedged in there, it's wedged in, where he got out afterwards. He got out after the play, but that's what you're trained to do. That's literally the Rogers Center rule. That was the right call. Play action, Stockton. They send 5, checks it down, swings it out to Frazier, and Frazier down to the 45 where he's taken down by Graham. Call the gain of 7. You think it covers? I think they do. Yeah, I think they can. You know, that's the right call. Prediction for game 7, Blue Jays 4-3. Indiana Ohio State Championship game? I would love that. The slot machines are rigged, yes. Slot machines are rigged. Yeah, Indiana's few legit progressing teams I peeped 3 years ago. Yeah, they're good. Sharks winning. Yeah, they're playing better as of late. I don't think it's wide open because I'm mostly see Georgia Tech lose in 1 game. Yeah, but the conference championship. Who they're going to play is a different story. Like, SMU's got shot too. Hand off to Frazier, gets 5 to the side, and that's a first down. Yeah, wings last night, yeah. Dean got out as soon as it was stuck. What was the call? Then they want to call it. They want to call that. First down the 50. That's why you don't do that. Yeah, that was the right call. Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen the wedging before. First down midfield, 1 the top, 3 the bottom. What a momentum swing here for Georgia. They get the stop on 4th and goal, or 4th and 1 in the red zone. And now they're driving down the field in plus territory, the 49. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They fake the screen. Stockton, middle of the field, open, caught. At the 36, it's Branch. He's had a few nice grabs this drive. Gain of 13 and a first. And now you're in field goal range for Woodring. Yeah, LSU, especially after this year. Yeah, me too. No, they're not relying on the umps. It's literally the rule. It's the same thing with the Ivy. If the ball goes into the Ivy in Wrigley Field, it's the same thing. Yeah, that was so much fun watching A&M last week. That was just so funny. Watching that unfold. Under 5 to go. My clock's a bit off because they did stop the clock earlier. They reset it. 4:50. Right, Barger should not have left the base. I don't know what he was doing. Barger, he wasn't going to score on that play either way. So a shallow play, even if that was a base hit, he's not scoring. You stay on second there. Yeah, I mean, the wall is stuck. I mean, you have to go under the wall to grab it out. 2 on top, 1 on the bottom. Same thing, Ivy. You have to go into the Ivy to grab it out. Like, it's not, like, technically stuck, but if it's resting there, it's a different story than if it's wedged. Hand off to the side. Cuts upfield to the 30. 25-20. Bowens, 15. He could go. He's gone. Georgia. 82-yard drive. Chauncey Bowens, CB, with the TD. His 5th of the season. Leading rusher on the team this year. And Georgia in front. With 4:36 to go. And the extra point coming up. Yeah, having his words, but he was a beast this drive. San Jose Sharks. Or sorry, what was it? We have to, like, go underneath it. They go right down the field. Now, Florida has answered every touchdown that Georgia scored with a touchdown of their own. Georgia led 7-0. The next drive, Florida scored a touchdown. Georgia led 17-10. Next drive, touchdown. 24-20. Does Florida have one more response left in them? They have all their timeouts. 4:37, plenty of time. But Bowens got into the second level. Just outrunning Aaron Gillies on that one. Does Georgia always do this? They're a good team. They're a darn good team. And Georgia looks like they're 5 straight and 8-9 in the cocktail party. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. And appreciate all you guys a ton for being here and can join me for the World Series. We'll be live later tonight for the World Series. We got a good game on our hands. Game 7. Bonds with the 2 or Branch went to ASU 11 Tyson. Oh, man. I would have loved that. I mean, as an ASU fan, I would have loved that. Are you kidding me? Levitt, Tyson, and Branch. I mean, that would have been a crazy 1-2 combo. Which game do you want, Bonds? I appreciate your time. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you in the call for it. Did you game winning drive? We'll see. We will see on that. Florida wins. It's going to come down to Lagway, one of the biggest strides of his career. Lagway's been rough. Inconsistent. Been exposed today? To some extent. I think the Eagles got exposed a little bit. Alexander trade for the Eagles. They have assets to burn. You might as well. I think he's washed. I don't think there's much left in the tank, but they didn't give up a lot to get him. I mean, both had 70. They can't do that. Garrett's Robert now. I mean, it's been a great game. Serious Focus YouTube TV dispute. Yeah, that's part of it. Iowa State's lost 4 straight. Yeah, they're struggling. I did not expect that. I thought for sure. Big Ten Network. I thought for sure that Iowa State was gonna be a lot better than they were, especially after the start of the season. And I really thought, especially with this game against ASU, I was like, they don't have to start a quarterback. Yeah, Alexander Trady, yeah, same thing. It just he's watched at this point, but you have the assets. I mean, it's worth a shot for back yet. Yeah, that's the right call. Yeah, thank God. Thank God, that's the right call. Big Ten Network is the Minnesota game. Yeah, that. I mean, there was very little contact, if anything, and that ball was out of bounds. Yeah, I didn't see much contact. I didn't even see contact. Hence, Yamamoto could put in bullpen duty. Yeah, I mean, that's why he only won 6 innings. I think he could have got more. Yeah, they can, Jacob. They can hit 70. They can. We'll see if they do. Hunt, I don't think will. Barkley, I think, could. Liverpool final 1 Premier League game. About time. Told you they were going to win. Told you they had it. And all hands on deck for Game 7. Field goal for Michigan State is good. 24-20. Florida's going to get it back here. 55% you think the Dogs hold on. Right, Eagles have a lot of picks. Let's see if we have anything left. Yep, I'm with you on that one. Big 10's better than Big 12? Easily. I mean, everyone knows that. Media hype. I don't think anyone... Wait. No one... The media doesn't think the Big 12 is better than Big 10. Vid after waiting for the World Series? I don't know. I could try to get it out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I'm going to try my best to get it out, though. We'll see. 5 innings, 8 earned runs for Ohtani. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I don't think we're going to see a pitcher allow 8 earned runs in Game 7 because just the short leash. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. I don't think it's happening. Ball to 25 for Florida. Can they go 75? A walk-off inside the park? That will definitely not happen. I think we scored too early? I don't think so. So nice run there by Bowens. Then Sheriff Denson, not the best effort there for him. I couldn't tell if that was him or I think it was him or Aaron. ACL now, I don't know, but either way, had a chance for the tackle. Mill didn't get it. Now Lagway the 25-yard line. It's been a great series so far. This has been a great game as well. Can Lagway be clutch? $1 million question. They send 4. Lagway scrambles out, escapes the sack, and he will take off and get 1. 2nd and 9. Josh Horton on the pressure, forcing him to escape the pocket. Lagway with a high step out of bounds. Lagway, inconsistent. He's missed a lot of throws deep down the field. Hasn't made the big mistake, but he's missed a lot of throws wide open. Yamo comes out of the panic of big impacts. Yeah, absolutely. Again, he threw under 100. He could go for like an inning or 2. Foxy Raymond tomorrow? I have no idea. Trips to the bottom, back to his right. Whatever the national game is usually. Lagway checks it down at the 30 because the Cardinals don't play. And that'll begin a 4 for ball. 3rd and 5. You'll scrap a 7th, or can the 7th not be a Jerry Toe? Can't be. Usually, you're playing against the odds on that point. You're playing against the odds. Carolina's back against Utah, yeah. Not surprised. 3rd down. You wonder if it's 4-down territory here. You figure it is. Let's see, you lose a crap ton of yards here. You figure 2 plays get 4 yards, especially because You're behind. You're taking a lot of time. Baylor going to have a vacancy? I don't think so. I think a round is going to stay. Should kick the field and say go for it? I'm fine with it. You need 1 yard. I get it. Make it a 2-score game potentially. They send for Lagway all day to throw. Fires deep down the field. Open! Did he trap the ball? He did. He trapped the ball. Sturdivant saying go to review on this one. That was a touchdown that Lagway missed. We said, talking about the throws that he's missed. Give out for Jair. You might as well take anything you can get at this point. Let's double check this. Was that caught? Florida fans that saw the replay, they seem pretty adamant that was caught. That... Can't tell from that angle. They'll review this. Is a... I think it bounces. I think it bounces. I think it's a trap. I don't even feel good. I don't think that's a catch. I think he trapped it. That is awfully close. I will put a poll up. They're reviewing this one. Game-changing call here, obviously. Am I for Chris Myers? Oh, I'm pumped. I think it hit the ground. I see that ball bouncing. Yeah. There's no way. If you trap it, the ball does not move that trajectory. There's no way. But Lagway, again, how many deep throws did he miss today? His deep ball accuracy has not been there this season, this game, and man. Yeah, that's not a catch. I would be stunned. My initial call was incomplete. The initial call was incomplete. It's close, but there's not enough to overturn this. And I don't think that's a catch. The ball does not move like that if it's trapped. Say trapped with his arm before the ball made contact with the ground. Yeah, Texas and Vandy's upset? No, they weren't home. No. Coach Brian Levan, cool opening? No, I think FSU is the only one who would even consider leaving. Howie Hall of Fame dream? Yes, he is. Yep. Yes, it is. Let's see. Again, the second frame, he got it on the elbow and then brought in. The first frame is the key. I think it bounces initially on the first frame. The second frame, he's got it. This is close. Both were set underneath. I think they're going to stick with the call on the field. It's 50-50 right now. I think they're sticking with the call on the field. I would be stunned if this gets overturned. It's just not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, tonight's game would be crazy. Jags run playmaking exception for Chiefs Bills? I could, yes. I would, potentially, for that. Everyone holding their breath for this one. For the call. Again, all indications are that I would assume this would not be a catch. Virginia Lee with 6:17 to go. Ooh. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe. We got emojis in the chat. Shows for other one teams. 1,600 people in here right now. This is close, Craig. This is close. Touchdown Minnesota. They beat Michigan State in OT. After review, call's upheld. 4th down. Yep, had a feeling. Had a feeling on that one. Had a feeling. I think it's the right call. The ball just doesn't bounce like that. Does not bounce like that if it was normal. The trajectory just doesn't make sense. 37-37. Yeah, that's how you win a game. 4th down. And if the initial call was catched, it might have been overturned, but that is... Again, I think it's the right call. I think the ball bounced. Ball to 31. They're going to go for it. We got 1,700 in the chat for the cocktail party. Can Florida keep this game alive? One the top, two the bottom. Back to his right. Lagway, they're going to send 4. Out route. I thought it was intercepted. Could have been a pick 6. Ellis Robinson, though, breaks it up, and Georgia's going to take over. Bad throw by Lagway off his back foot. And Georgia takes over. I think Florida dodged a bullet that it wasn't picked off, and it was a pick 6. Lagway, a disastrous stride. Missed a wide open guy on 3rd down. Then 4th down, the out route. Had it. Throws off his back foot. And if he was a bit more patient, had the corner route. If he was more patient with his read, had the second read, the intermediate route on the corner to TJ Abrams. I don't know what Lagway was looking at. He rushed that throw. Throws an out route off his back foot. The second read was there. In that direction, just look 5 yards further down the field. Go through your reads. You had time. And Abrams was wide open. Instead, Georgia takes over after Robinson breaks it up. Now again, 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. A field goal still keeps it at a 1-score game. One top, one the bomb back to his left. Handoff up the middle. Bowens, who got the touchdown last time, gets 1 down to the 29. We'll see if Gonzalez takes a timeout here. He will with 3:08 to go. And they'll have 2 left. So as soon as defense keeps the game winnable, offense can capitalize. Yep, and Lagway does not improve. Story of the season. Story of the season for the Gators. Lagway, just the accuracy. A more accurate quarterback, they win this game. More accurate quarterback, they win this game, 100%. So they're in coverage bust today. And I just can't take advantage of it. We saw it there. Give me Everbank? Yes, it is. Yep. The next 2 are going to be in Atlanta and Tampa. And then 2028, we go back to Everbank when the stadium gets renovated. So this is the last game in Everbank as we know it. And then some renovations happen, and then we do it again. Condolences again for having to deal with Lagway as a quarterback. Yeah, and the sad part is that he was so good as a freshman. Like, Heisman candidate entering this season, like, he was projected to make a massive jump, and he just has not done that. More accurate quarterback. Florida's top 5 team. They're easily going to the playoff. Easily. More accurate quarterback. They beat LSU with more accurate quarterback. Easily. So we're every person again today from this game. You serve in the coming way. I appreciate that a ton, man. Stockton going to take off and run, and he will be brought down at the 28-yard line. Appreciate it a ton, Kenneth. Did the Rams give it too much? No. Why'd they give it too much? He was a healthy scratch. They weren't playing Jair anyways. It was a healthy scratch. Get something while you can. That was the last night Georgia Florida game. Yep. 3rd and 8. 1 timeout left for the Gators with 3:01 to go. Again, join me tonight for the World Series. Sure, Gary must not. Yes, there we go. Right, can't make Rhode Island AC Powers. Yeah, unless you have every school in it, I don't want it. Lincoln on NBC. Lagway transfer to what school? Could I see it? I mean, Napier will get a job somewhere. I think Napier gets a job somewhere. Give it 7, only got 6. Yeah, it was a pick swap. Yeah, they moved up in the draft. That's pretty normal. That's very normal. They just want to get rid of Jair Alexander. Again, he was not playing. Might as well get an asset for him. For a guy that's not playing, move up 40 spots in the draft, I get it. That's where Napier goes. I would see him bringing him over. Potentially. 3rd and 7. He could stay at Florida, too. I mean, he's got the talent. He just hasn't improved, but he's got the talent. We know that. Will Marco Wilson throw a shoe again? They're going to toss it out. They will not throw the ball, and Bowens will get the first. And he gets out of bounds at the 15-yard line, and Florida's going to have to burn their last time out. The Gators are cooked, yeah. It's a heck of a game, though. Heck of a game. It's a heck of a game. They're going to keep the clock moving here. Won't take the timeout yet. I mean, I did not expect anything out of this game. But Georgia looks poised to win for the 8th time in 9 cocktail parties. Alexander having the Eagles' defense. Depth at corner, because they need some depth pretty badly at corner. Bowens got the touchdown to give the Dogs the lead. Gets the first down there to maybe put this one on ice. First down, 1 to bottom of the screen. Back to his right. Handed off up the middle. Nothing doing. Sapp on the stop, and Florida should take their final timeout here. They will not, which I'm not crazy about. It's the management there. You call it now so you can get an extra 5 seconds. Clock's running to go out of bounds. NFL, it stops inside 5 minutes. College does not. College only stops inside 2 minutes. But NFL, it stops inside 5. So you're right. NFL, you wouldn't have to do it. But college, you do. Yeah, let's give the shoe. Yeah, I'm still mad about that. And the fact that Marco Wilson was a captain the next week, that was when it was out on Mullen. I'm like, there's no discipline on this team. There's no leadership. Mark won the fiver. Which fired coach is the most likely to be a head coach next season? Oh, easily James Franklin. Easily Franklin. I think he's going to go Virginia Tech. I think Franklin will easily get a job somewhere. Easily. Appreciate you, Marquand. Any history video tomorrow? Yes. If I can't get the one out tonight, we're going to have it out tomorrow. I get Sean Toledo. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I was good this year. They are good this year. You know what I have in terms of videos demonstration? Yeah, I don't like that. I like doing demonstrations, but I like doing the history events. I have the script done, I have the audio done, I just have to edit the video. But I do have a video coming out relatively shortly. Buffalo KC, I'm not. So I don't do the I don't do any NFL games during the day. I only do the night game. So, and also Buffalo KC is during the Jaguars game, so I can't do that. But I would have called the timeout if I was Gonzalez. Call it with 2:15 on that first down play. Because then second down, Georgia runs the ball, take it on 2 minutes. Third down, run the ball, take it on 156, 40 seconds off the clock, then 116. Kick the field goal, 111, you get it back. Now, Florida, let's see, take the timeout here. On second down, 156, call timeout. Third down, 152, take it on the 112. Field goal, 107, or 106. You have 5 less seconds to work with. You just lost the play because you used a 2-minute timeout as a crutch and not as an asset. So Florida, by not taking the time before the 2-minute timeout, they wasted about 6 seconds, which could matter because you need a touchdown on this drive if you do get the stop. Right, unless Chris Rouse says something different for 10 seconds. Yep, stressful game. Better job here, Franklin. V2 Michigan State. I would say Michigan State. I would say Michigan State. I don't cover the Jaguars, no. So I will never stream a Jaguars game. I will stream every Sunday night game, Monday night game, Thursday night game. I will never... Playoff games besides Super Bowl, I do every game, but I do not do Jaguars. Because the Jaguars, I would not be able to interact with the chat. I would be a nervous wreck. I would not be talking. I would be hyperventilating on stream at times. If it's a close game or down to the wire, it would be bad. How did I feel when Jaguars with the Chiefs? I literally cried. I was literally crying. Like tears of joy. It was like the monkey off our back. First time we won in 16 years against them. The way it happened, too, with the stumble Ruski, like, it felt great. Can I go on a fee next year? Yeah. I'll see what the coaching search is like. Hopefully it's Kiffin. Hopefully it's Kiffin. But, you know, I was really crying on stream. I can link when I did that. I can link. No, you're good on that one, Kenneth. You're good on that one. You're good. Well, this is just the monkey off the back. Yeah, I'll link it. My friend cried when it comes to the World Series. Jackson not been in the race since 22, although we barely played him since then. We only played him one time since then, so that's kind of irrelevant. We lost them last year in 24. Jackson plays primetime. I don't do the game. I go live after the game. I go live afterwards. Correct from Mr. Turnover. That's a good way to do it. Thought Chiefs fan KC go Jags earlier this year and being them. I know I cried. Yeah. Crying tomorrow and banning me when the Raiders somebody with the Jaguars. Oh, I think they're gonna win. I think Raiders win tomorrow. I don't trust us right now. I don't trust anything about us. We shoot ourselves on the foot too often. I don't trust us. I don't think we win. I hope we do. I don't think we do. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Jags play prime time. We go live after the game, but we don't go live during it. Handoff up the middle, down to the 10 for Bowens, and now Florida will burn their final timeout. So 5 more yards. Oh, Georgia games? No. So how we decide the games to stream is I put it to a vote. So basically every donation counts toward this thing called You Make the Call. You help me decide which game we're doing. So if you donate, like let's say you donate $10, $10 goes toward one of the games and you decide which game. Whichever game is the highest donation total is the game that we do. This game was an exception. I was like, I have to do Florida-Georgia. It's the best game of the 3:30 slate. I'm a Florida fan. I gotta do this game. Like, no debate about that. But all the games that we stream for college, 99% of them at least, barring top 10 matchups, those are automatically protected. Top 10 matchups are automatically protected. So I will do them no matter what. $100 by any one person. I will do any game you want me to. So that takes priority. But other than that, it comes down to you guys and your donations and how you want to allocate the game. So we did Navy North Texas because that got the most dollars attached to it last time out. Over Ohio State, Penn State, and whatnot. So sometimes that happens. So that's why we're doing the Wednesday game. Right now we're voting between Kent State, Ball State, and NIU Toledo. I'm in a Florida fence. I was a kid who lived in Metro Atlanta. I'm a professional here in Georgia. So please beat this team. We'll see. Do the Gators jump? The Gators jump. That could be ball game. Is that Brian Taylor? Song of the day for Hep Bust a Move by Young MC. So G Sharp before Demi was Harry Connick. Year after was ready. Oh, yeah, I haven't listened. I haven't. Haven't heard Harry's in a while. Yeah, we got 1,700 at the show right now at the same time. It's insane. Oh, I don't think he caught the ball. I'm a Florida fan. I did not think he caught the ball. Offside, 5-yard penalty. And that will, I believe, be a first down. And if it is, that's ball game. Georgia's got the ball. Georgia's got the ball. Yeah, he jumped. There was no movement. There was no movement there. Brian Taylor, the senior. He's actually shy of the first. Hang on, he's short of the first. It was 3rd and 5.5. So he's not the first yet, but now we need half a yard to do it. And 2 plays to get it done. Timeout, Georgia. They'll have 2 left. B-flat standard. The standard, I mean, the standard's usually A-flat or B-flat. I think for bands, it's B-flat. For vocalists, it's A-flat. Taking your score touchdown? I mean, well, you're going to try to get the first down here. I wouldn't try and score a touchdown, though. Get the first, end the game, but I would not try and score a touchdown. You score a touchdown, give the ball to Florida, they have a chance to win. It's not a great chance, but at least a chance. Yeah, the Golden Age of Detroit Lions football right now, yep. Yeah, Georgia, you intentionally, you go down before the goal line. Right, for bands, it's B-flat. But for just regular A-flat. We got 1,800 watching right now. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Although, they're going to go for a fourth. Why wouldn't they? They would go for a fourth 100% unless they lose yards. Why would they not go for it? You get the first, the game is over. If you don't, you got Florida pinned inside their own 5-yard line. There's no reason not to. No reason not to go for it. It's 2 plays to get 1 yard, and that's why that penalty was huge. That offside. Jets tomorrow, I think it's Fields. I'm still week tomorrow, Texans Broncos. I mean, I have Texans Broncos, yeah. Brees Hall, yeah, they should start Brees Hall. Back to his right is Bowens. Now goes to his left. Stockton. Bowens. Stockton going to keep it himself, and he will kneel at the 1-yard line. Smart play by Stockton. That's your ball game. And Georgia, for the 5th straight year, will win down in Jacksonville. A dominant 4th quarter by the Dogs offensively and defensively. And Florida will drop to 3-5 as Georgia has now won 8 of the last 9 in this rivalry. Stockton keeps himself on the read option, pulls it back, has a walk-in touchdown, and smartly decides, I'm going to take a knee at the 1-yard line. As a touchdown will give the ball back to Florida, they have a chance to win. Heads up play by Stockton, and that's your ball game. You know, I have Texas Broncos. I saw that come on. Yeah, that's bad. We got a skirmish afterwards. Hang on a sec. We got some extracurriculars, but Georgia just going to take some knees at the 1-yard line. And the final cocktail party in Jacksonville before the renovations. Georgia, a come-from-behind win. They get the 4th and 1 stop. And they march down the field, get the touchdown. Bowens. And then some sloppiness by Florida in terms of the penalties on that drive. It's a heck of an effort by the Gators. Gonzalez's first game as the interim. But not enough. And that'll be the ball game. As Georgia will remain in the top 5. Primetime game next. We're going to be doing the World Series. Usually I do primetime game next. Usually I do a primetime game. I do 12 o'clock, 3:30, and 8 and 7:30. Yeah, last game there for a while. Yeah, they got 2 more. They got 2 one in Atlanta, 1 in Tampa afterwards. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Georgia, 138 yards rushing. Bowens with 70. Stockton, 20 for 29, 233, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. The pick was not his fault. Went off the hands of his receiver, Thomas. Lagway, 15 for 24, 166. Missed a few deep throws. And that deep throw he missed, about 4 minutes left. It's going to be haunting Florida fans and Lagway for a long time. And they could not get 1 yard when they needed it most. So the Gators, under 4 yards a carry. And the Dogs win 24-20 your final. The touchdown by Bowens, the decider. 24-20. The Georgia Bulldogs knock off the Florida Gators for the 5th straight time in Jacksonville. Longest winning streak for Georgia in this rivalry in nearly half a century. The Gators dropped to 3-5. Their bowl hopes hanging on by a thread. Next game for Florida against Kentucky on the road next Saturday. As for Georgia, they got some wiggle room to play with. At Mississippi State, got to win that game. But then you got Texas, Charlotte, and Georgia Tech. You figure you split those two between a ranked Texas and a ranked Georgia Tech, you're in a very, very good spot. I should also note that Georgia Tech is at Mercedes-Benz. It's in Atlanta. It's at Mercedes-Benz. So it's not on the campus of Georgia Tech. And Texas game is at home. So you don't have to go on the road. Their final true road game is next week against Mississippi State, who's near the bottom of the SEC and been struggling mightily as of late. They're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, Dodgers, if they win Game 7, first team to repeat since the 2000 Yankees. Yep. Let's Rob Blackways Lambo. 90 Super Bowl. There we go. 700 viewers on the stream alone. I don't know if we're going to reach that mark again. It's amazing to see the stream get so many viewers. Yeah, that was great. And what's crazy, too, is that I got to everything in the chat. Like, I was wondering, like, for a stream like that, would I be able to get to everything in the chat? I was, which I'm really happy about. I'm really happy about it. I take pride in that. I take pride in getting to everyone in the chat and making everyone feel welcome and all that, and I take a lot of pride in that, and I think I did a pretty good job with that. So I appreciate you guys a ton. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sign off. I'm going to be live tonight for the World Series. We'll be live for that starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll go live in about 40 minutes. The game is over. Georgia wins 24-20. So I'll be live for the World Series. Watch some people tonight. So the reason why is because YouTube struck down a lot of streams, illegal streams of people streaming the game on their website. And the other thing, too, is that YouTube TV, a lot of people can't watch the game because they have YouTube TV, and ESPN and YouTube TV are in a dispute right now. So no Disney channels or properties are on YouTube TV right now. So if you have YouTube TV, you can't watch any ESPN properties or Disney properties. So that's why. So game plan is tonight we're going to be live at 8 o'clock for the World Series. Game 7, the winner takes it all, as Abba said. And thank you guys for tuning in. JG9, wait, change your same name to the dog. So the UF, they don't play at UF. It's in Jacksonville. It's not where the Gators play. But it is where they've been dominant as of late. I will give you that. It's where they've been dominant. All good, JP. Appreciate you guys a ton. JG9 signing off. Georgia wins by 4. And I will see you guys in 40 minutes for the World Series over on Fox. Take care. See you soon. And thanks for a great stream. A record-setting stream in terms of viewership. Appreciate you guys a ton. I'll see you guys in just